me. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, how are you this fine Thursday? So much happened in 1 week. I can't wait to talk to you about it. I went down a bunch of rabbit holes. I hope you guys can stomach my crazy conspiracy theory nonsense. Not really conspiracy theory. It's more of like I found out about a cool home, cool houses. I'm turning into a 85-year-old woman who just watches the TLC channel or whatever the hell it's called. But there's a worse life out there somewhere. Come on, Twitch, why aren't you refreshing? Twitch is fighting me. Well, let me pause Twitch. Well, hopefully it doesn't break. Oh boy, rain up in the house. We also got Lone. I can see you guys in the top left corner of the screen. Because my chat's not pulled up yet. God damn you. Okay, I guess Twitch is just going to be like that. It's just going to be a rat bastard, I guess. Ladies and gentlemen, how are you? This is my ugly face. Boom. Is this the right tab? I think so. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. How are you this fine? Oh, it's so zoomed in. I'm sorry. Now it's too... Now you guys are seeing the edge of the world, the boundary line. Ow! That's fine. It's okay. It's better. Ladies and gentlemen, how was your week? What do you guys get up to? Hopefully it was nothing but fun. Good times. Am I peaking? I think I'm peaking at times. Test. Okay. Sorry. But, ladies and gentlemen, we are back in Dragon's Dogma now. I know. Some of y'all might be like, Grin, how much progress have you made? You said you were going to play a lot that day that we ended the stream, didn't you? I did. I didn't. I did not. Yeah, I did not. Instead, I edited a video when I wanted to finish that video, and that took me all the way to Thursday.
This is most convenient. Yeah. Another destination we were bound for is not far from here.
Also, man,
we shall have to decide.
How many of y'all have gotten hit with the allergy?
Cannot do everything at once.
Something where you just feel off. You know what I mean? Anyone else in that shitty thing where you just kind of feel a little off? Sometimes it hits me in winter. Every now and again it hits me now. I feel like sometimes it perceives itself as allergies or some shit. But I don't know. It's like you're under a cold, or maybe not. I don't know. Also, Lone says, hello, Lone. You know what's so weird? This microphone, this is how I hear myself. I could take it up and then I would just be yelling at you guys and I could slur my words because I can't hear myself speak. This lets me hear myself a little bit, but the microphone is notoriously terrible coming into my own headset. It sounds great when I do use it for VR. But this one, what do you call it? It picks up certain frequencies in my voice that makes it sound horrible. There's whenever I do certain there's certain things that just set off this mic and just make it sound like static. So if you notice me talking different or softer, it's because whenever I hear that, it makes me and then it balances me out. Also, Lone, you started watching the Fallout series. Let's go! Let's go. Is it good? I wanted someone to watch it so they can tell me if it's good or not. Also, I went uptown, so I treated myself to a little something. So I got a strawberry Monster Energy drink. Normally I don't like monsters. I don't know what's happening in my body. It's slowly starting to accept them, not hate them as much. But yeah,
by and large, the people
pretty
of
okay.
Seem to adore their benevolent
it's pink,
empress.
so yeah,
He
strawberry.
thinks it comes of their mutual devotion. Her Majesty offers up a prayer alongside her people every single day.
So you guys might be like, hey, Grin,
bear no such love for
stop drinking that poison. And I'm like, hey, man, I drink it one every week. One. Y'all be sucking down gamer subs like it's not bad for you. It's not that. It's probably not that. It's probably not bad for you. Monster's probably much better, much worse.
Over here, if you would.
So, today, ladies and gentlemen, on the chopping block for this game, again, we still are just trying to achieve our one goal in this damn game, which is basically to progress enough in the story to where we can get access to endgame materials. Those materials will help us finish off the series to make the most ideal and strongest Shield Maiden pawn, essentially. So that's what we're still trying to work through and do, but it is proving itself to be kind of a little bit of a bastard. Again, I always hate when games stop you from progressing because you haven't done the story. Especially when it comes to level and power, it's just annoying. It's not like we're not really strong, so it's like, why don't you just let me be completely strong? I can already kill everything in the game, so you let me be strong up into a point, and then you don't. But it doesn't make any sense because all of the value I got from being strong, I've already attained. So it's just dumb. But anyways, point is, we're still grinding through the story. I'm still having a ton of fun whenever I do get to play this game. Again, I'm still editing a ton of videos. That's why I haven't been more progressed as I would have hoped. But we also have our cool armor, so our character must look a little more tribal and such, which is pretty neat. Still haven't downloaded any mods. I do hope to eventually. But yes. Raid says, "Hey, Grin, how are you today? I'm doing pretty good, Raid. My yesterday was pretty shit. I felt pretty depressed yesterday just because I had a dentist appointment, so I didn't get a lot of shit done. I also didn't exercise because I had a dentist appointment. They fucking stabbed needles in my teeth, and oh my god, I got some stories to tell you guys about that. What do you call it? Also, Raid, I went down this cheeky little YouTube rabbit hole, and you guys gotta tell me when you do stuff like that, because I bet it's also something that's weirdly interesting in the sense that, like, why did this detonate something in your brain to make you excited? In the same way that this weird thing detonated in my head made me excited. Also, Raid says, "Oh, you lost to 50-50. Oh shit." Man, those gacha games have really high highs and, well, low lows. We'll just say low lows for right now. But let us see what storyline we had left off on. I think we were, I don't know, actually, I think I might have made a mistake by coming down here. The reason why I say that is because I don't know if we actually, I think I just came down here to get down here to change my outfit because I like the armor down here. It was the only armor that had you actually have like open back so you could see your tribal tattoos. But I think we are just gonna have to find something like this, but not that one, not that one. It has to be this one. Is this one far the hell away? Did I fuck up badly by coming this way? Not really. No, we can get there through here. Yeah, so we just need to go up. Actually, that's actually very close, shockingly enough. Huh. We did not make the biggest mistake by coming over here. What do you look at that? Sweet. Sweet, 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 sweet. Lone says, "I started watching the Follow series. Yeah, give me updates, Lone. What do you think about it? First off, what is the overall premise? Also, I've seen people say they like it, but all I see is like there's a female lead, and then there's like a Western ghoul in there as well.
We might as well.
But that's kind of the whole thing that I've seen. That's kind of all I know of it. Also, what do you call it? I wanted to wait until Fluff is here to talk about the whole Destiny thing. Fluff messaged me and said that there's a nice deal for Destiny stuff coming out right now, and I'm kind of like,
follow me.
I'm very tempted, very, very tempted, but also not tempted. Again, I have such a weird feel, like I can't describe it, man. I have such a weird like ache whenever I think about Destiny, in the sense that I'm like my old love, but it's also like there's a lot of fucked up memories there, and you're also like just heaven forbid you're bored as hell, and you're just like So it's a mixed bag, but I kind of think I want to jump back in just to see.
Ours is a
But we'll
party
see.
of women, by and large.
And yet no two of us are the same.
Raid says, MM alone just playing some Destiny for a little bit. Yeah, Raid, man, Raid, I don't know. Raid, the thing that gets me, Raid, is I'm not sure if you subscribe to a lot of people in the Destiny community, but one of the people I used to subscribe to a long time ago, which I really enjoyed. I still enjoy his videos.
This way, Master.
I think he's gone down a weird path, but his name was Mr. Fruit. And he used to be like my premium Destiny person I watched. Such a good personality, made really interesting creative videos and all that stuff. And just fun things all around. But man, I don't know. He uploaded a video of like playing the game, and maybe it's because he's clearly like still burnt out on it. Like he played it for so long, he doesn't like it that much anymore. But the gameplay that I've seen of it just looked very the same as it's always kind of been, you know, with like different events that are kind of just repurposed, textured things of other events, which I don't want to, like, I'm not trying to disenchant people who are enjoying this stuff. Like, I imagine there's a comfort in jumping in and playing with your friends and stuff like that, so that's definitely a thing. But, I don't know, man. I want to get back into it, but at the same time, I'm just terrified that I'm going to take a step back in and just feel sick, because, dude, I don't think I played a game more than that game when there was nothing to play in it. Especially Destiny 2. Destiny 2 had a really bad problem, especially at the beginning, where there was fucking, like, nothing to do. And yeah. Also, I'm walking slowly because I don't want to get into like combat because I haven't played in them a week, and I gotta like kind of refresh my memory, even though yeah. Hopefully we don't get one tapped. If we do, it is what it is. Bang. Shit.
'Tis a glad thing we rested when we did.
We must not let down our guard.
Ice's sting is yours to wield.
Oh, did that not kill you? That
Well
would kill
done.
you for sure. That should kill you. Is someone behind me? There is. Thank God that hit the right time. Ooh. There it is. Let it detonate. Let it detonate. Come on. It died. Oh, look how many times it hit.
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
Again, the flare thing.
Overconfidence
They're like,
is
I'm
an
gonna put it on every
enemy in
tiny
and of
enemy and
itself.
every big enemy.
Let us instead strive to
What
better
big enemy?
ourselves with every battle.
Oh, there's harpies. Which is pain. Yeah, what do you call? I seen the character. I didn't know that's what you guys meant. You guys gotta speak in terms of visuals when you talk with me about stuff. You guys, I found out that one of the Genshin characters that's coming out is that badass girl with like the X's on her eyes, the Harbinger with the X's on her eyes. I was like, holy shit, it's been a millennia since we've had a Harbinger one.
Rest over much.
Yeah, and also, damn man, she looks great, but also probably not worth it. But hey, doesn't mean she doesn't look great. Genshin always had that finesse with good-looking characters. Oh shit! Why? Lock on already.
Ingenious. My own masters must hear of this tactic.
Damn, she hits harder than me.
Now that is a surprise.
High five. Dab me up.
I knew that I could
Or one
count
of those,
upon your
sure.
strength, Arisen.
One of them. Oh, also, we still have this fucking guy who wants to just come along with us, I guess. What a weirdo. Ah, shit. Lone says, damn,
Over here,
Raid.
if you
Lone
please.
says, hold that thought, Grim. I'm in a meeting right now. Oh, gotcha. Hang. Raid. Have I ever talked to you about monolithic domes? Raid, I am a hyper obsessive person, but only with things. Thank God, I'm not like a freak who goes with people. But I very much like really into one thing for like 2 weeks, and then it kind of dies out. Nah, not really. I still kind of like keep it. Anyways, one of those things. Also, this character looks really cool. Hello.
I know precisely when a curative is
Never mind.
needed,
You look
Master.
cool from a distance,
You'll
and like
never
when I
fall
got
in-
to you, you look a little off. You're an archer. That's kind of nice. That's nice to put everything. Yeah, it's actually a really nice like outline, especially with the cloak. Neat how it's like kind of like a half skirt. Neat, and then you have the loincloth just to make sure you're not showing too many giblets. It looks
That
nice.
also-
Anyways,
Mayhap you will think this a trifle, but the pain I experienced at the coronation was beyond imagining.
yeah, she's talking about
We
story
must
things.
needs uncover this secret
yeah.
power that allows
What is
for the
good?
command
Fluff
of pawns.
says, "Hey yo, sorry for being late. It's all good, Fluff. I'm just happy you're here, Fluff. I don't know, man. How much is it, Fluff? The Destiny thing. Fluff Discord messaged me and asked me if I wanted to buy, if I was planning on getting into Destiny again. There's a pretty good deal on Green Man Gaming and stuff like that for like the past expansions and stuff. Yeah, Fluff. What is your relationship with Destiny like in the past? Because to me, man, I seen that there's this new this new thing coming out. I should go big camera. Should I go? Is it all cropped weird? No, it's fine. I do look out of focus, which is not great. Let me. And then we do one of these. There. Okay, sorry. Sorry. Yeah, man. I'm debating getting back into Destiny, but also there's so many games to play. But anyways, I really do want to, is the thing that sucks. But at the same time, dude, I played so much Destiny 1, and I seen that there's a new DLC coming out. Yeah, I'll probably buy it then. If it's $28, then I can justify buying that. If it's on Green Man Game or something like that for that cheap, sure. Absolutely. But yeah, man, I just find it so challenging because I don't know if anyone who's like me, who is basically like, I play Destiny so much, and then I play Destiny 2 so much more. And then like I just seen the new DLC, which is basically like, it's like a tower defense thing. Look kind of neat, but it just looks like the thing I've played so much. Like I remember grinding strike after strike back in the day when they basically didn't have any purpose, just because I couldn't play Nightfalls. I didn't have any people to play with, and I couldn't do raids because I didn't have any people to play with. So I just ground strikes because that was the only way that I could kind of get some power. And yeah, man, I just woof. To me, it's just one of those games where I find. I want to play it, I guess. I find that, like, to me, I do have this kind of like abrasive ick, I guess, where when I see the gameplay, I'm like, man, it still just looks like bog standard this and that. However, I do want to know what Raid thinks about this outside of my joke, but it's not a joke. I'm definitely gonna talk to you guys about this weird rabbit hole I went down to. But Essentially, did you guys hear that there is a potential like thing happening with Destiny 2 where they are potentially, this is a rumor, but it's a seemingly substantial rumor, but essentially they're planning on making Destiny 3
Here we are.
probably in a year or two, I would assume. Destiny 3, and they're going to do away with classes, so to speak, or at least that was what they were thinking about doing. And I don't know, how do you guys feel about that? I know that's probably a conversation you've heard to death if you've been in the community for the last couple weeks, but how would you feel about Destiny no longer having like designated classes like Titan, Hunter, and Warlock?
Who are you? No, never mind. 'Tis of little import.
Okay.
I'm searching for blue crystal shards. Find any, and I'll pay you handsomely. The bigger they are, the higher your reward will be.
Okay. You spoke to this person. Do I have a lot of those?
Who are you? No, I'm searching for blue crystal shards.
Okay.
Allow me to lead the way. I can take you to our destination
Are
by the
these
optimum
the crystal
route.
shards you want?
We've arrived, just as planned.
You have collected a singular blue crystal shard. They're literally right here, my guy. Oh god, he's getting lit up.
Let my magic
so hard to
grant
hit
you
them
an
without
elemental boon.
Yeah. Again, it's funny because Magic Archer you think is like the class where like you have to aim less. I think that's actually the opposite, because archers can stagger an enemy, and then you can just, and eventually they get stunned or like they're knocked to the ground. Then you can just light them up. The Magic Archer has to stay on target for much longer on a pinpoint like thing in order to actually like be accurate. It's much more difficult unless you're doing the Archer like heavy shot. Then it's a little bit less. It's at significantly more risk versus reward. But I don't know if this is the main story quest that we're doing, or if this is just an extra bonus. I don't know. What are we supposed to do? Let's find out. Open up our quest. Lone says, all right, I'm back, Yellow. How are you enjoying Fallout? What is the overall premise? Like, because I don't really know what it's about. Fluff says, for getting 4-pack, I don't have that heavily discount. Okay. Huh. Lone says, Grin, what were you asking? Yeah, I was just asking you, what is the premise of Fallout, the TV series, and how are you enjoying it thus far? Plus says, I played a lot up until Forspoken, moved on until now since it seems like everyone is getting back into it. Yeah, I might get back into it, guys. Especially now that we have like a pretty tight-knit group of PC players as well, it might be fun to get back into, but yeah, man, I don't know, I just feel like, it's hard to describe. Like when I think it's because I just drilled so many like strikes that were like basically pointless. And my brain was just like, I'm not having fun anymore. I don't want to do this. There's no point in me doing this. But I just kept doing it because it was like something to do just to fucking push through the monotony of your life, I guess. Anyway, that like to me, whenever I see some Destiny gameplay that even looks a little bit like meandery or like nothingness, it's just kind of like, oh, my brain's like, stop. But $28 is worth a mistake, essentially, even if it is that. But again, and I shouldn't be a mistake with you guys there. Also, we didn't look at the quest. Score a blue crystal for that. Is that the actual quest? It must be. For whatever reason, we have to talk to this man. And I don't know what this is before, but yes. Trying to find all of the crystals. Is there any other ones besides the ones we found, or are they just all in his area? Fluff says, I play a lot. Raid says, yeah, I've heard about that. Yeah, would you be okay with that, Raid? No longer having a Titan? I mean, it's tough, man, because it is so iconic to the series. So it's really difficult to imagine a game like Destiny without having the classes. So I get it, but at the same time, it would be cool to see Destiny go into more of like a customizable area, which I think is partly what they're thinking of. Like 90% of what makes Destiny successful is the fact that they're like constantly selling you shit constantly, and that there's reasons to like buy this cosmetic. But if you only really play with Warlock, what's the need for you to even experience the Hunter cosmetics? Whereas if there was no like barrier of entry, then theoretically you could have much more potential interests to buy. I guess that makes sense. I think that would add up a little bit in my head. But I don't know, man. It's tough. It's one of those things where I understand if the choice ends up being made, but I would also be fine with it staying the same. Does that make sense? Maybe it's just because we've had like 2 games with the archetype of these characters, So if now they're like, yeah, we've kind of done that. We've been there, done that a little bit. Then at least then I could kind of put it together. What's your deal?
Speak to me another time. I'm on duty.
What if I just picked you up and threw you into the water and killed you? Would that count as a death or a murder? Probably, but would the game count it as a murder? There's something over there, maybe. Probably. But I wonder if I have to give him all of these crystal things or no. Oh, I forgot. I forgot it's death. I forgot. I couldn't even jump backwards. Thank you. Okay, ow. Big ow. I did not. I forgot the water is death. Hey, my guy.
Well, have you found
I
any
found
blue
a
crystal
handful.
shards?
Oh, I only need to give you one. Oh, fuck you
Is
then.
that all? Tiny fragments such as these aren't nearly good enough. Still, I expect I'll find a use for them. Here, take your coin and be gone. 'Tis a god's sway. Well, to be precise, the crystalline substance from which 'tis made.
Okay.
By refining such crystals, anyone can attain the power of the Arisen. The power to command pawns, that is.
Ooh. I wonder if I just picked him up and yeeted him into the brine, if the game would be like, well, you've killed the boss.
However, small fragments are meaningless. They cannot contend with the Arisen's power, you see.
I'm also soaked in water.
Speaking of which, should you find any large fragments, bring them to me, won't you? Though that might be difficult. We've scoured this area quite thoroughly, I should think.
There's like literally thousands that you missed. What?
'Tis possible larger shards may have been mistaken for jewels and carried off by scavengers or collectors or some such. Mayhap one such as the Oracle or the Dragon Forged would be able to aid you in locating them.
Oh, I thought that son of a bitch. I thought that guy was not supposed to be a McBastard who's screwing us over. But this is where the Dragon Forge is. I thought they would like. I thought it was hidden. I didn't know it would be like, hey, it's over there. That's how you get endgame
I know
resources.
where the person in question may be found. If you wish to meet with this person,
Let me tell
I
you,
would gladly
Serana
lead the way.
is the most proactive pawn we ever had. She's just like, I gotcha. And I'm like, I think Fluff's also done this. And she's like, I'll kill you. I'll kill that goblin bitch immediately. I'm leading you. I'm like, okay, jeez. Well, relax, Serana. Carthage, I should say. Okay. All right, Carthage. I don't know. Fluff says, considering that the next class's class features is prismatic, where you can mix and match abilities of light and darkness subclasses, I figured that get players used to the idea of it makes a lot of sense in hindsight. How many of you guys are open to Destiny 3 as a whole? That's tough, man. I don't know. It's one of those things where I'm like, I get it. I can't describe it. It's where my the best or worst part of my brain, which sees things from different people's perspective, is just like lit up like a fucking Christmas tree. Where it's like, I get the people are like, no, it is very useful for Destiny to have these moments of re-engagement, because there's so many times where people get bored, burnt out, new game comes out, you step away, you miss your old time with your friends, but you just kind of don't want to engage, you don't want to jump in and get the band back together, that whole thing. Tons of reasons why people just basically have stopped, and there's a good reason to get back in. Updates, live service things are usually that reason to get back in, but at the same time, I get that perspective. At the same time, if you're like me, who is a person who got really into Destiny 1, enjoyed the shit out of the Taken King, and then we got Destiny 2, which was almost like a complete and absolute flop for people who were playing the game for long term, where like nothing was primed, everything was scattered, it was broken a lot. They forgot every single lesson that they learned in the previous game of what didn't work and what did work, and things like that. But anyways, the point is like, for me, I'm like, motherfucker, I do not want you to reset everything again. You lose all of the years and years of content that you built up, and now we're just kind of stuck. So I don't know, man. It's almost like I don't want to be hurt again, but at the same simultaneously, I understand why people want to be hurt again. They want to be, or not hurt again, but at least reset again. I get that idea. I just the perfect idyllic situation is Destiny 3 comes out. It hits like a fucking absolute truck. It has more content, more different, like, interesting ways to engage with the game. It has better matchmaking, so you don't just feel like kneecapped by not having friends to play with and such. Everything about it is like locked in and polished, and then they just deliver like bountiful content drops consecutively, so you don't really feel like you're missing out on what existed in Destiny 2. That is the ideal. But will they do it? They completely fucking botch like crazy Destiny 1 or Destiny 2. So yeah, and people have said that that's Bungie's biggest frustration with themselves, is that they kind of did drop the ball with Destiny 2 and they wanted like a redo. Also, let me see what Lone was saying about the question I asked for Fallout. Also, Fluff before that says, also just makes sense. We just need to juggle multiple. Yeah. Lone says, well, I'm only on episode 3, but won't it still like an hour apiece? Well, I'm only on episode 3, but the way it's set up is that you swap POVs of 3 characters, being Lucy, Maximus, and I think the guy's name is the Ghoul Lucy story is about the Fallout 3, which it's kid looking for their father. Oh, okay. Interesting. So wait. Is it the Fallout 3 story where you're looking for your father?
Pray.
That's the
Follow
premise,
me.
but in this case it's the girl? She's the main character? Or is it like... it must be that.
We're here, and none the worse for wear.
That's really interesting. Huh, I didn't know they would... I forgot about that. That's yeah, I forgot. The story of Fallout 3 is actually pretty good. I haven't thought about that in a long
The
time.
Arisen comes. Is this meeting also by the dragon's design?
Are you a dwarf, my friend? Trade item. He sells various things, which... Oh, I thought I had... What? Oh, I must not have it on my character. I definitely have, like, shards, for sure. He also gives me an unmaking arrow. Said to instantly instantly. Oh. Yeah. So I think there's, like, 2 items in the game that are, like, instant kill abilities. It's hilarious that you get this one through here. How many can you attain? 1. You should get 1 instant kill ability, or arrow. That's incredible. The Port Crystal is pretty valuable. I think I count up for the Port Crystal. I don't know. Enhancement. What does he give us as far as enhancement goes? Is that just weight? He just gives me weight efficiency, you bastard? Well, no thank you.
Then I bid ye farewell.
And I bid you farewell. Give me this little bit of crystal. And there's rock. So if we will come back to him eventually, and he'll have a bunch of goodies for us. Eventually. Simple rift. What? I don't know what that is. Wait, I think we have to talk to him about some random crap. Okay, hello.
Since times of remember, draconic blood flow is for ye to determine what that bond constitutes, be it a hapless fate or a curious boon.
God, at random guy I don't know enough about, and you're talking to me like you've known me my whole life. Raid says, yeah, I don't know, they would have to do it right. Yeah, man, but do you have faith that they do it right? Let me tell you, man. I don't know how these last couple DLCs have went. Raid, you've been much more into the thing than me. I stopped it around Trials of Osiris, or Osiris DLC from D2. That's when I stopped, and I was like, all right, I'm done. So I hear there's some bangers. I know there's like a ton of content there waiting for us, but do you trust them? If they were to do it again, do you think they could do it again? Have the last 3 DLCs have been good enough to where you're like, yeah, I feel like they got it? The thing that I would push back on is we thought the same thing with Destiny 1. The reason why is because we were like, holy fuck, the last 3 DLCs were awesome because they finally were in their stride. They knew what to do, they knew what the fan wanted, and then they just did that. And then they were like, let me just put a fucking bullet in my head and like somehow survive and lose all of the data that I've required through the years of planning, and then gone. I'm still jaded. I'm sorry. I'm so fucking bitter as hell. I apologize. Alone says, I never really got into Destiny, so I can't say. I think you would like it. I think anyone who hasn't gotten Destiny, you play it and you would enjoy the hell out of it, especially now. Destiny 2 seemingly has gotten a lot better over time. But yeah, what's good, Bolty, by the way? Bolty, are you into Destiny in any capacity or not? Tell me of the dragon. Tell me of yourself. I don't care about you at all. I'm just trying to get to endgame because I want to fucking farm. Tell me of the Godsway.
Godsway. Forgive me, but I've ne'er heard of such a thing.
Lying bitch.
However, some years past, a sorcerer of Batar came to me seeking knowledge of the dragon, just as ye have. It appeared his intent was to alter the will of the world through mortal means. Perhaps there is some connection.
Okay.
Then go.
Goodbye.
Since times of eld, remember, draconic blood flows through the veins of lesser drakes as well. Bring me what ye reap, and I shall harness it to your benefit.
You have 2 items in your fucking inventory, you lying con man.
Then I bid ye farewell.
It's very annoying. I do find it very frustrating that the game is like, we're going to let you upgrade your character to be completely OP to kill most things, just completely. But we're not going to let you go the rest of the way because... because fuck you, I guess. Like, most of our gear is already, like, cracked and can easily kill most shit. Even dragons. Easily, might I add. And the game's like, we think you should stop. Like, what the fuck's your problem? Just finish it. Let me go the whole way. We got enough data? No, we have to go talk to this lady. Right. We could take that and then go get a... God damn it. Alright, let's go back to town. We gotta go back to town. We gotta get a teleportation stone. Stay out of the brine.
I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along. We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Fluff says, been long enough to justify a 3rd installment, only so much that they can squeeze into the game, given they've vaulted more content than we have already available currently. Yeah, to me, like, Fluff, I don't know, man, if you were, again, I was like, I cannot describe to you guys how much of, I was like the peak fan. I was like, freak fan, where I was following like every channel. It was like, it's basically Destiny was my Borderlands when Borderlands died or went away for a little while.
One master I served was quite
like I subscribed to every channel. I was super into it, locked in completely. Just amazing. I loved it so much. But what do you call it? So me, like I went through the whole growing pains of being like, oh, okay, they what do you call it? It's so frustrating that all of the new content that they're adding is content that I've already gotten before, and wait for it, it's worse. The gun that they was amazing, worse, and it's new now, but it's the same thing we've already seen and gotten. I had a better version in the past. Yeah. Like it always frustrated me so badly that Destiny was fighting so hard to be an esport game, but yet refused to separate the balancing of both of those things. Crazy to me. That would be something that, like, if they came out and said these are the things that we have to make a change in the fundamental of the game, this new engine will allow us to separate the two, and like they started coming out with those big things where it's just like, no, now these two worlds will be separated, and yeah, there might still be weapons that are good that you can get from PvE that will benefit you from in PvP. There's still gonna be some crossover in that way, but they're not gonna be like, you're gonna feel powerful and like things are gonna be useful for PvE without them having to be nerfed because PvP potentially could be crazy or so and so. It also does make the designer's life easier. If they started saying stuff like that, which is like mass reform things that were kind of always seemingly very, very inefficient, then that would be like, okay, that seems at the very least like, okay, this I understand why it's like you're not just resetting because you're like, fuck it, let's just do the same thing we did with Destiny 2, where we're restarting the whole engine, then we're just going to resell them stuff that they've already had, that we already have modeled, so we don't have to so we spend less money, and we potentially could make more money. A very cynical take on that perspective, but still. Let's go sleep because might as well. We're here. Sleep. Morning.
We must rest. The sun is still
Fluff says a game is showing its age graphically. Really? Oh, I still think Destiny is one of those freakishly good-looking games. Yeah. And they can't change much more with the new game. Yeah, I there are reasons to change it that are compelling. But yes, someone gave me some rotten meat. Got it. I get it. I put it in storage, I guess. Awesome.
I return safe and
sweet. Are you infected with dragon
everyone.
plague? Oh, she's doing a little cute, like little side-to-side thing.
A new day, a new perspective.
All that. Wow. How many teleportation stones I got? I think I got a decent amount, but I could go buy one more if I'm running low. We have 4. We're fine. Bulty says, "Are you gonna play Suicide Squad with the boys again someday?" Yeah, absolutely. Eventually. The issue is that we always have games to play. Right now, I'm kind of I always go back and forth between
does
should we
this
play
say?
Suicide Squad.
Shall we take a
I
closer
want to
look?
have at least one fucking day for VR because it just makes sense. I'm spending like hours and hours of my time making the best like VR content I could possibly make, and people seem to enjoy them sometimes on the My Balance of Madness channel. It's just crazy to not be like, hey, maybe we could like take that audience and move it over here a little bit, something, just something. Also, I think it's fun to watch. I think it's different, and then it's fun to watch. This is, I think, where streaming's strongest pillar is, which is basically just chilling with your friends and actually being able to like fully engage and not have to juggle moving around, playing a video game, and then talking to people as well. There's a lot of extra variables. But on the list is Helldivers and also Suicide Squad. I think we might do Suicide Squad before we do Helldivers. I kind of go by what other people are really showing a want for. So like Fluff has been wanting me to jump on and play with some Helldivers with them because there's a new event or a new season. But now that I'm hearing people that you're hearing both, maybe think about wanting to play Suicide Squad, then maybe we can do that more.
We were bound for
But I
is
kind of
not
go
far from
based
here.
on that because I can kind of
Efficiency
play
is not
anything
the
and just
only
chill out with you guys.
factor
I'm kind
worthy
of
of
content.
consideration.
But right now I am enjoying Dragon's Dogma, so I do want to keep doing this. I also would like to make at least one video on Dragon's Dogma, which is the pawn video, which is looking like I'm not even sure if I'll be able to do it because it's just there's a lot there's a lot of like things to make sure you do. There's just ore here. It's weird. But yes, I would love to eventually. I'm kind of interested in Joker chapter. I want to say, yeah, we could. Well, I don't know if I could promise that, Bolty, because I don't know if I've done enough of the story and the sides content. We probably could do it as a community, just grind out the story and stuff like that. But Fluff was telling me that you needed to like grind out seemingly a bunch of random shit that seemed like a little like ugh. You have to forcibly do all these things that I would rather just, yeah. I would rather not have to forcibly play a lot of the event just to be able to experience, but I don't know. That could be misunderstanding what the DLC thing actually is all about. They got her from behind.
I grant your weapon a magical boon.
Having that guy in the party is actually kind of nice. He's kind of a beast. Just a lot of extra hands on deck. I kind of interested in the Joker DLC. Been seeing your YouTube shorts about it.
I suppose we might
What?
as well gather what we
Bodhi says, been seeing some. Okay, some. I thought you said your. I missed seeing it. Some YouTube shorts about. Yeah. That's actually a really good idea for people to make YouTube shorts about that game. Because again, I think you do have to kind of find the angle in that. Because I don't hear a lot of people talk about the game, unfortunately. Again, I would still stand by the fact that Suicide Squad is just not. It's not a bad game by any means. At least it doesn't seem like it. Stop. Easy breezy. There are golems here, but it's pointless to kill anything, like any boss at this point in the game, because we have, like, I've already killed 1,000 of them, because I've always killed the bosses in the game. Hunted them, you're like, go kill! Run across an entire plane just to reach them, kill, yes. But there's no reason to, because we've gotten a ton of the gear already, and we can't get any high-level gear to upgrade our armor, which we need to. Big annoying, honestly. Oh god, that guy's getting dragged and thrashed. Leave that man alone.
We've got them on the run.
You're tired. Ooh,
Want
shit.
me to pursue and eliminate the stragglers?
Oh, it was not very fully charged. Everything died. Jesus Christ. Raid says, damn, you stopped playing pretty early for Destiny 2 if you're talking about... Well, no, okay, this is the thing. I played Osiris DLC, and then, which is why like everybody stopped playing, by the way. But then I said, okay, well, there's some DLCs coming out. And man, Destiny 2 didn't get right until like halfway through... Fuck, man, I don't even remember. I remember the last thing I remember, Raid, was there was like... I think it was a little bit after the Osiris DLC, but it was like that whole thing that was happening with the
You needn't trouble yourself.
the guy with the mohawk and the purple stripe through his mask.
In
It was
another
like
world,
that.
I learned
Saint
about
14.
watching rifts
It was like when we were getting lore drops about Saint
Shall I
14 for the first time.
master?
We had like that
Take the power of ice
digitized
and turn it against
rogue-like
us.
dungeon that they said changed, but I don't think it did. That was when I
Magic
stopped.
at your disposal.
Because it was garbage,
Wait a minute.
and it was anyone who kept playing at that point, you're a fucking hero.
One of us
Because it was
ready.
just nothing. It was the most nothing of nothings.
No
one can defend themselves when
Apparently,
like this.
it got better. Like I think almost 5 months after that, where they finally started to like make proper DLCs and got back on track. But that was after like a lot of people jumped off because they were like, "What the fuck, man?" Like unarguably, we went backwards. Like it's not even like we moved to a sequel and got significantly less in every way. And then only recently, not recently, probably in the last 2 years, I would say, Destiny kind of came back and started being like, okay, no, now it seems like good. But the same thing, I'm just terrified the same thing's going to happen for Destiny 3 if they do that shit. But it could also not be that way. They could really bring the music, and it could be a good-ass time. So there's the chance for success, but it's just like, you've already failed me before, man. You expected me to trust you? That's a lot.
Right you are.
I feel like they made the game easier. I don't feel like we were hitting this hard beforehand, unless somehow... I don't know. I feel like we're doing way too much damage. I'm not sure if it's his armor has like. I don't think armor has like passive damage bonuses, but damn. Lone says also. Oh no, Raid says also. I would have responded sooner, but I'm in the middle of. I got you. I got you, Raid. You never have to worry about not responding quick enough. It's okay. It's okay. Bang. Yeah. I'm just talking. I do appreciate when you guys contribute. Might took a little while to get there. Ah, mage! Where are my people? Oh, damn, gang, were you fighting some shit? Why is she over there? Why is Fluff's character just getting wrecked? Oh, that's why. Jesus. Why is she fighting? Still fighting. No, maybe I think it's a different character finally.
One of us has been poisoned.
Great.
Well done, Master.
How did you get poisoned? Smag it. Gobbler. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, have you went down any amazing or strange rabbit holes in the last 2 months? Any sort of thing that you've seen pop up on YouTube where like, you know, that's fucking awesome. Think about it. Did you see any of it? And if so, let me hear about it. Because I'm going to feel real bad for doing this to you. Because it has nothing to do with anything. Okay, you ready? If you're not, I'm still going to continue. Have y'all heard about monolithic dome?
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
I don't know why or how I got into this. But we here. And I'm having a great time, okay? Monolithic domes, for those guys don't know, it's kind of annoying because I want to say monolithic dome homes. That's more of what I'm talking about. But it's such a weird thing to say, monolithic dome homes, that yeah. Also, are you my enemy?
You feared?
Nope, he's just chasing me, I guess. Weird. Wait, the hoof all the way over there. Are you fighting me?
Let my magic
Trying to kill me. I don't know. Let's just run away. But yes, Lone says I've gotten into challenging runs. Ooh, what's that? Oh, you mean like for like what kind of games? What kind of games? Lone says I don't even know what that word means. Okay, I'll explain, Lone. I'll explain. A monolithic dome home is basically just a giant fucking orb home. That is just like almost like looks like a fucking concrete bunker or something out of Star Wars. I might pull it up in a minute here to show you guys because I think it's really neat looking. But it's basically just a white circle, like a white mound, perfect, like kind of like an igloo except perfectly cylindrical. Usually has 2 doorways and maybe a light on the top. But it's just a really cool thing that I seen where I've recently fallen into like the habit again. My brother, this is how it starts. He'll like send me a house that like it just looks nice. It's basically just like I don't know what it is, but something about our DNA, where like homes and like watching HTCD or whatever the hell just has always been playing in the background of our household, and we'll probably continue to do that forever. Just because it's just nice. It's just nice to kind of have something like that in the background. Also, homes are just such a nice, pretty thing. Anywho, he sent me a home, so then I went looking for another home to send him, because I like doing that too, finding like a home with a lot of potential that looks really neat, and then being like, look how like nice this is, and it's still expensive, but it's at least it makes sense that it's expensive, you know. So anyways, we did that for a little bit, but then I think YouTube, my IPA address, whatever the hell it is, signaled that, hey, this motherfucker's into homes. So then they started sending me a bunch of random homes. Like I started looking at like prefab homes, which are like cheaper homes. They're like pre-built in like a factory and shit. And I thought, damn, that looks kind of compelling. A lot of scammy, weird shit there, just because I think it's like beginner technology and no one's really invested in it yet. So we also don't know how it's gonna like really pan out, because you haven't really like, that hasn't been like 20 years of a prehab house essentially. I just say phone, I meant prehab house, which basically is just like think of like a trailer park but built in like a factory, and then they just ship you like pallets that can basically be like opened, and containers that can be opened that basically make up the layer of your house. So it just like reduces the cost of having to like actually build a house on site significantly more. So that's neat. It's like, okay, cool. Look, you can actually, you know, get a substantial house that is humble but not like too restrictive like a tiny home. But it has all the bells and whistles, and it's probably lower than 100K to actually buy, which is pretty like, holy shit, that's actually possible for some of us to reach for. As far as housing, which most housing is like $300 to $400. Awesome. Anyways, but then, man, after doing that, I got into this weird monolithic dome homes, which is just, to me, I don't know why. This is definitely something that people aren't going to care about, but like, it's
Over
really
here,
cool
if
to
you
me
please.
when somebody makes a really powerful and strong argument for why something matters, why it's efficient, why it solves so many problems that other homes don't solve, and also introduces new problems, which would be what you'd have to solve or adapt to, I guess.
I knew you would come.
I've already seen you. You didn't
Risen
tell me
one.
then.
You seek answers, and you shall have them.
Good.
If 'tis within
Tell
my
me about the
power to
bastard
know them.
things.
Loath as I am to admit it, I know little of the artifact of which you speak, though I shall tell you aught I can.
Okay. Yeah.
I sense a land soaked in warmth. A warmth akin to your own, Arisen, to that of the power of the life you possess. Yet it now lies many fathoms below the surface of the sea.
Oh, is that the island that popped up?
Unreachable by mortal hands. Though 'tis strange, for I sense also that this warmth grows ere near.
Okay.
'Twould seem a path will be open to you in time, allowing you to venture into the heart of this warmth, so like your own.
Okay.
Perhaps he who was dragon-forged can tell you more. Seek him out in Harv Village, if you would learn from him.
Got it. This game really just like again injects you in the lower half really fast. Is that actually where I think it is? No, it's somewhere. Which I don't know where that is. So you spoke to the Oracle. Where is the thing it's telling me to go see? In what village? Do I have to like go here? Then do one of these? What the fuck? Why is it fighting me? Go on map. Okay, it just wants me to go back to the one place. Alright. Well shit, man. Do we want to walk that? Nah, ain't no one got time for that. Let's just use a stone. Let's go outside so we're not gonna break our legs. Also, well, the son of the fuck. Is the guy still with me? So we have to go over here. Oh, he must have left. He must have had enough. That bastard. That son of a bitch, just because I wasn't so fast to do what he said, he's like, no, I
I'll
left
lead
your
the way."
party. I was going to just try to accommodate you, you bastard. Oh, because I ran a little fast and he got out of his detection box. Lame. What's good, Carthage? Carthage, your character, let me tell you, has been rocking, just leading the charge. Every quest we go, she's like, I got you, fam. And I'm like, oh, shit, okay. And she's just leading. Carthage also says, I have a confession to make. I went back and played Outriders from start to finish, including World Slayer DLC. I wish the game hadn't died. I want a sequel. Carthage? Man, I don't know. I have some feeling. I thought Outriders did a lot of things right. I thought they did a really good job patching the initial problem with Outriders, which to me was like how like the end game, everything was basically the same, where like all that, when you have a end game where loot is balanced based on your how fast you complete a challenge, the only thing that will ever matter in that challenge, if there is no other like variable besides kill enemies is kill it fast and somehow survive. That is basically the only metrics that matter. So every other thing was all of the builds look the same. As much damage as you possibly can. Find 1 or 2 areas where you can survive, but oftentimes you'll just die because it's what it is. Yeah. So to me, as much as I did think they made a dent in that problem, but I don't know if they completely remedied it. Where I still felt like when outside of Outriders, when they did make the DLC or whatever it was, I still don't know if they completely remedied that whole problem. But also, I'm not sure. I might just be gearing out of games which require you to make complex builds, because holy shit, Lone coming in with a tier 1 subscriber for 48 fucking months. Jesus Christ, that's 4 years. God fuck. Sorry, I know that's not the response the face people should make. You should be like, aha! But to me, it's a ludicrous amount of time to have supported me. Also, Carthage before that said, I did many quests but yeah, I see Carthage. Lone says, the god of waifus has returned for 24 months, closing in on 4 years. Holy shit, it might as well be 4 years at this point, Love Ray, alone. There's a gap of just a lot of bullshit you put up with for the years. We're gonna use a stone to travel to the one place, and then we're gonna we don't even need to put down a touchstone. Oh wait, now the only reason I want to put down a little teleportation stone is, or a fast travel, is probably at 2 locations, and one of them it's fine. This to this place. Bang. 46, not 48. Oh, I see. It's still close to
We seem to have arrived without issue.
Bang.
But are we safe here?
Look at us. Okay, so the Lone has recently gotten into something called challenge runs, and this is referring to that. I didn't even know what that means. Oh, sorry, all games mostly, but I've been enjoying challenge runs on gacha games. Well, of course you have, you sadist. You absolute sadist. In what capacity? What way? Is she still poisoned? Is that why she keeps getting killed? Hey, I could throw her into the brine. Is there a teleportation stone thing that I could resummon Fluff's character?
About time you came along.
What?
I have a special tale to share with you today. Or so I'd like to say, but it is getting rather late. Best spend the night. We can talk again come the morn.
Also, I should turn off the music. It's kind of probably distracting if you were listening to the story thing. Sorry. It's kind of very creepy. We just accepted that? We're just we'll sleep at a random homeless man's shelter?
Ah, good. You're awake. Look to the sea, my friend. Hard to resist setting out in one's boat with fair skies like these, eh? Now, I've told you about the sunken temple in the middle of the sea, haven't I? I'm quite sure I mentioned it.
Okay.
But I ne'er spoke of the man who resides there. He was such a worthy ruler in life that his armies safeguard him even in death.
Your teeth are doing a lot of work, man. Those 2 front teeth.
As he himself would have it. He was once entrusted with the task of watching over this world from the heavens above.
What kind of challenges have you done, Lone, for the gacha game things? The gacha game challenges, using crappy characters or only using an element? What'd it be?
Yet he tired of his duty and abandoned his perch in the sky in favor of founding a small kingdom on the ground.
So, okay, Raid says the stories that were good for Destiny was Witch Queen, and Lightfall was good because it was fun. Okay, so one was good because story, the other one was good for the fun factor of what it added. Okay. I've always enjoyed the story of Destiny. It's just the in-between stuff where they kind of have to, okay, go kill some stuff. And, oh, there's a spider tank. Go kill the spider tank. And, yeah. Yes. Okay, now here's the cool cutscene that you wanted. And I'm just make a fucking movie. Just make a movie, please. Lone says, explain, using only, for examples for challenge runs in video games, it'd be using a hunt character, only hunt characters in Hawkeye Star Rail, or only using electro characters to Genshin. That's a little masochistic. The only using a certain element, because you're just going to be at a loss for a while.
Alas, though he was a just and goodly ruler, there is not a single person alive who remembers his name.
Is the origin from the previous game or something? Probably not.
Oh, it sounds unfortunate, but if you ask me, 'tis all a matter of perspective. It can be a blessing to forget, and to be forgotten.
Sure.
I should know. In all my long years, I've never forgotten a single thing. I remember everything. Every little detail.
Eeh.
Would that I could forget some of it. A lie it may seem, but a lie it is not. I speak only the truth, as you well know.
Okay.
Come see me again if it pleases you. I've tales aplenty to share.
Okay. What a witch. He just immediately tells us a story and then bang! The whole last thing pops up. Carthage says the DLC endgame was actually, different. It wasn't timed at all. It was a lot more of survive, use strategy. It's still all about damage, but now you gotta think a little about using it properly.
I've never seen the like.
I kind of jive with that a little bit. It's tough though, because like to me that's kind of still the problem is when the way you get much better loot and like better damage loot and all that stuff is intrinsically based on you doing like ludicrous amounts of damage. Every like upgrade that doesn't do the most amount of damage possible becomes pointless, and in a loot game it makes it so like that 3 items are what you want. And that's it. And normally, in like other games that are clever, they'd be like, oh, okay, say this thing, like this one gun is a shotgun and it has like ×5 crit on each shell. So if you get one headshot, it just nukes like bosses like you wouldn't believe. Awesome. Fantastic for games that prioritize damage. Great. But there's this other gun where every single time you reload, it spawns like a floating version of the gun. Let's say it's a machine gun. But every time you get a kill, it resets the magazine of this, say it's an assault rifle. That can make it so, then they have to like basically not cage it. So that assault rifle should still reach ludicrous damage numbers just like the shotgun, but for a different reason and by you doing a different set of skills, whether it's like, okay, now instead of pumping critical damage to make the first shotgun better, I'm going to pump reload speed and mag capacity for my assault rifles. That could be my build. But both builds basically end up leading to being like, oh, you can just fucking shred everything in that way. But most games like this don't do that. Every game that I've seen from the last couple of years, with exception to like Remnant from Ashes and a couple other games, they're the worst balancing you've ever seen ever, because it's just the same problem we've had for years, which is like, there's clearly a best of whatever that thing is. It's the best damage type weapon here, and in a game, at least in Outriders' case, that's based around like as much damage as possible, then that feels like it's kind of pigeonholing that whole system in play. Whereas if it was like, maybe there's this one level or there's this one activity that you can do to get a lot of loot at endgame. Let's say there's 5, but one of them is heavily based on you being a tanky fucking boy and just enduring. That would be really valuable for the one thing. But in a lot of the survival games, it's not about surviving till like the clock reaches noon. It's about killing things, and then when you've killed enough, you go on to the next level. You get a bronze box, and you get a silver box, and you get a gold box. So the premise is still you killing things. It's you doing damage. So like you being a tank doesn't really matter at all. So those are the things that I don't know. I don't remember the last of. I thought there was a DLC, and I thought there was one more DLC which I missed. I thought there was DLC that like helped fix a lot of the stuff in the Outriders endgame, and I don't know what came next. I thought there was one more thing. Carthage says, and the story was fantastic. I thought the story was one of the things that people don't really talk about enough. So I don't know if was it like okay in the base game, but then got really good in the like the DLCs.
I'd not known there were ruins in the depths of this cavern till the path appeared. 'Twas magic, methinks.
Ooh. Carthage says it was still great. It fell into the pits that other games of the genre fall into, but played mostly of the story and feeling of accomplishment. My favorite gun was a one-shot variety rifle that had 2 shots in the mag and a mod that refilled the mag completely when killing an enemy, while your gun had really low percentage to the magazine. Yeah. So like that was the one thing that like Outriders, I don't want to be rude to Outriders, I just think like Outriders fell into the same issue that so many other games with loot do. But with that being said, Outriders did have something really cool to it, which is what Carthage is talking about, where you could get like 2 legendary effects and just by like the luck of the draw maybe, again, in the best case scenario, you'd hope that the designers just didn't know how cracked the 2 would be, but likely they knew, and unfortunately probably took away some things that would have affected something in a certain specific way. But anyways, point being that it was a really cool feature where you could basically just slap on 2 things and have them just sing.
I should have liked to investigate if the place hadn't been
Merging legendaries
crawling
is a
with
cool idea.
monsters. I'll be needing sturdier arms
other
than
games
these
do it.
before I head back in there, I fear. At any rate, I'd best report this discovery to my commander. I only pray naught grave shall come of it.
The story of Lightfall was shit though. Great. Lone says, example like that. It's not that bad as you think. Now the only hunt characters in Honkai, I'd say, is more of a kick in the teeth because hunt characters specialize in single target damage. So when it comes to multi-waves of enemies or long drawn-out battles, it's rough. Mainly because you do not have a healer. Oh yeah, I can see that being rough. That also seems like, man, so first of all, I do not want to judge Lone for having this interest. Awesome. Fucking let's go. At the same time, it always does make a part of me, just a small part of me, wonders like when someone's talking about like, I'm going to replay this game and like only use characters that are terrible. Or I'm going to beat Dark Souls with a broken sword and stuff like that. And I'm just like, wouldn't you just want to? You sound bored. you sound. Couldn't you just play like another game that you think would also be good that you haven't played before and maybe is similar or something? It's just like damn, damn. But
I suppose our only
I'm the one who
choice
got
is to venture
into
inward.
basically igloo houses.
Right you are.
So I'm not one to stalk.
It lies on the water.
It is strange to think that it slumbered beneath the surface all this time. Curiously, it does not seem to be of mortal make.
I can't even go to it because I can't swim. This. How do we arrive? Is it through the dungeon like they said? It's gotta be. It's gotta be through this dungeon, right? That's why they pointed it out.
I suppose we might as well gather what we can.
Parkour.
We're unlikely to find any warm hearths down here.
Narrow passages may await us. Be on
Do I have
your
lantern
guard.
oil?
I
I
am well aware of
don't.
the particulars.
Eesh. Oh shit. Ah, fuck.
Glorious
Oh.
Fire's fury shan't be of aid against this.
The Arisen has been drenched.
I beg to differ. I think we'll do a lot more damage.
I grant your
know
weapon
why.
a magical boon.
Is there a level? I don't know. Do. I really enjoyed the DLC story. It was basically a story
trounced our foe well
are
and
getting
true.
so much worse.
Overconfidence is an
Oh, sorry. The storms are getting so much worse. Math says that they completely cover the entire planet. We need to a way to stop or survive it until it calms down in who knows how long. Eesh. You meet the leader of an insurrection. Is that right? Who wants to storm to kill everyone and doesn't turn into altered. You also meet 1,000-year-old
me in. I did my
Pax,
best to match your
native
skill,
of the
Master.
planet, and learn the history of their people. Oh, okay. Okay, no, I remember something like that. Yeah. I remember there's something. I remember that. That's the premise of the story to some extent. I remember that we met like an alien in the walls. Oh, jeez. I can't see shit because you guys are right in the way. Once again, our tank is in the back line, even though she is calm. I can't fucking know, man. Can we chill?
I will finish this here and now.
I'm gonna randomly throw this boulder at you instead of shielding or something. I don't know if they've updated the game because it feels like the AI does different things, you know? Like they're consistent, and then they're absolutely not. Now she's getting after it. Look at her go. Huge. Carthage says the thing that he found visions of humans coming to his planet and wiping out his people with guns, tanks, and that's sad. Yeah, I remember there being something. I'm not. This is the DLC, then yeah, I don't remember much. But I thought that was a story where like you find this alien tribe who is the same story you hear a lot, where it's like the natives were actually pretty sweet about finding a new friend in the universe. And then the, what do you call it? Then the other people were not so friendly. Kind of dickheads, actually. Kind of sons of bitches. And yeah. And then instead of, like, you know, being friends with them, they kill them. Or take advantage of them in some capacity. Unfortunate. Pieces of shit. Is it this way? Yes.
We achieved remarkable synchronicity. Let us try for the same result with our next attack.
What do you mean, Bolty? What's that? What's that mean? Distill equals star rail? What's that mean? What's that mean? Raid says, I saw there was someone who was doing a no-wish challenge for star rail. How is that possible? Do you just use like event people?
Let
people
us be thorough. Scrupulous investigation is the cornerstone of any adventure.
It's not as bad as you think. The characters are bad. Enemies, long drawn out battles, and rough. Also, turn-based combat. I've seen the Dark Souls broken sword runs. Was funny to see. You know, it definitely looks funny. Like I get why streamers and people do it because it's like it makes for some good content and just like a fun challenge for you to do as like a spectacle amongst people, amongst your friends. But for someone who's like, I'm chilling, and I have no reason to do this besides love the game or love of the agony, I guess. It's an interesting approach. I did not dab up Serana. I apologize. Ooh, that thing moved. Oh my god. Parkour! Parkour! You guys are still fighting, aren't you? Ready to get 2-1 with that one?
Ice's sting is yours to wield.
Alright, they're good. Hopefully they're making their way. Wow, we came here one time and we couldn't progress. Interesting that they forced you to loop around again. Are these good materials? Let's see. Carthage says, the thing is, he found visions of humanity coming to his planet and wiping out the people. Yeah. So he tried to build an army to prevent it, but was 100 years too early. And his insanity nearly killed his people anyway. But before his daughter killed him and had her people go back to being a peaceful tribe. Oh wow, that sucks. that just seems like a real sad thing where a guy like has a vision of the future of getting purged essentially from the planet. He's like, I'm gonna fix this. But then it's just, you imagine you're just like 1 year off, and it's funny because he would basically, if that is the story, he would have basically crippled his community's capacity to fight because he already got them super sick and tired of war. So even though people were like really bad, he'd be like, no, we did that whole war thing with the tyrannical king who thought demons were going to come and rip our whole land apart, but that didn't happen. Also, war sucks because, yeah.
We cannot break it from this side.
That's a crazy story. I didn't even pay attention to the story about riders like that. Also, what is good, Lord? We here grinding a story. I thought I had time to play this week. I didn't. I did not.
It is generally used
I'm making a cool. Okay, I'm gonna. Does anyone? I think Fluff knows Warhammer lore. Warhammer lore a little bit. Fluff, are the Marines like the big knights with bolters? Are they the Marines? And are they mutants? I think that's right. I'm making a video and I've just realized I could have been. People are gonna hate me if I got that wrong. I think it's right. I think that makes sense. I probably could show you guys at the end of the stream and just be like, this is what it looks like, kind of. I think it's going to be right. It's going to be all right. Oh, what is that? Some schmutz. Purple schmutz.
So, another comes seeking to inter me.
Oh, this is that king that was forgotten and all that.
Yet your wicked schemes will avail you not, Watching One.
What?
Time and again have you sent unto me your minions. Yet repel them I have, and so I shall anew, till I might claim the true world as mine own.
Okay, so it's a turn-based gacha game still. That's what this still is. Oh, which is probably less than known for some reason. But yeah, it's weird, man. Some things you like. This seems like it should have a place in this whole scheme, but yeah, no dice. Card says the only thing I truly know about Warhammer lore is that the Oryx are basically magic. If enough of them believe something, it becomes real. Whew, shit, jeez. I did not know that. Fluff says, "What big guys with bolters?" It's I'll show you. Hopefully, Fluff, you can make it to the end of the stream. I'll show you. I'll show you what the avatar looks like. I think it's hopefully it makes sense. Shit.
Why do you not draw your blade? This battle shall be o'er before it has even begun.
Got it, psycho old king.
You seek not my death. Then you are not of the Watching One.
What?
I am Rothas, founder of the Kingdom of Vermund. And you appear to be arisen. Tell me your reason for coming here.
I seek the God's way secret. I have need of God. I know. I just want to know what's going on with that.
God's way. Speak you of those trinkets conjured by the wizards of Batal?
When the orcs think something, when enough orcs think something, it becomes magic. It becomes real. And there was an orc that at one point went back in time, found himself, then killed his past self so that he could have 2 of his favorite guns. That's okay. What? What a bastard.
E'en from these depths I have beheld the Batali scuttling about, gathering their fragments.
How did he go back in time? It doesn't require multiple people to believe something in order for it to happen? Or they're just one? Is that Oryx are basically magic? If enough of them believe something, yes, that means there's enough people wanting him to go back in time to get him another go. What the heck?
It's a baleful, maddening act to transmute the fractured souls of Arisen into such frivolous baubles. Aye. That which you seek is a soul much like your own.
Eesh.
Yet rarely will you find one intact, for splinters are all that remain of those pitiful Arisen who were bade come here by the Watching One to end me. The flesh may rot, the soul fragment, yet power endures. And 'twould seem the Batali seek to augment this power through their perverted arts. Though to what nefarious end, I know not.
And FromSoft really popularized this whole way of talking of just going extra, just fucking so much.
Yet 'tis folly, the frolicking of children. Such a trinket could ne'er hope to fell the dragon, let alone the Watching One.
I can't think of any game that before this was like that. Maybe similar, but not like that.
I know little of your intent, but I sense in you a powerful will. A will that urges you towards fulfillment of some great feat.
I'll be honest, I don't know why. Maybe it's an ASMR tick thing. I don't like when he does that. When he hits us one of those.
I shall grant you this blade. It too is the soul of an Arisen. Mine own, in fact. Refined in purest dragon blood. Alas, the ages have taken their toll. 'Tis as withered as mine own flesh. Yet, mayhap, the Batali's profane magics would be capable of drawing forth its latent potency.
I feel like that could be summed up in like a sentence, but yes.
If that is what you seek, Arisen, then go on to their stronghold. I believe 'tis there you shall find the means to achieve it.
Got it. That was a lot. I feel like that was so extra. So we're just gonna stab ourselves in the chest with that sword, I think. For no reason. No reason at all. Thank you for giving me a cool purple blade that I'm gonna stab in my chest. Character creator looks so good. Not our character, but just like the fact that the skin looks good, the fucking lighting looks peak, the eyes look nice. I would love that type of character creator in every game we play with that's an RPG. Man. Some Mayan statues looking ass things. Ooh. I forgot about this, man. I completely forgot, but this was a whole in the whole trailer where we thought we were going to be fighting giants on the regular, and apparently it's just a boss, which is fine, but they made it seem like you were just going to be running around, you see a giant, you're like, I'm going to kill it. 15k? Golly. We're almost level 50. Why do you give me magic powers? What's the problem? Can we sit on the throne, just be disrespectful like that, maybe? Come on. You're not going to let me sit on the throne? Lame as hell. I wonder if there's some sort of like photo mode where it lets you change your animation stance. Maybe. God, we need to get lantern oil. Laura says, yo, what do you call it, Lord? What you get up to, Lord? What you got up to this week? Anything crazy? What kind of rabbit hole you fall into? Anything? Even with some conspiracy shit if you want to. I don't mind. I'll talk to y'all about domes. All right, monolithic domes.
We can travel wheresoever we please.
I will keep talking. Do you know how much you waste on electrical and shit just from heating your home? Guess what? These monolithic homes, hella efficient. Hella efficient. Like you could be spending, I don't know what the fucking graph was. Like you'd be spending $200 to heat your home. And one of these homes basically, you don't even need fucking heating because it basically just contains heat really well because of the way it's built. It's insulated. I want to be very specific. It's monolithic dome homes. There's something called a geodome. Bullshit. It's basically like hexagons. It looks like a beehive. Not it. We want that circular Martian dome. Okay, we don't want weird triangles. All right, that's much worse. Each one of those triangles is a seam. That seam can leak water into the home. Why do I know this? Because I fucking went down the rabbit hole so badly, and I learned a bunch of. It's also like 8-year-old knowledge, so it's probably outdated. But yeah. What is this? That doesn't look like the same sword at all. Cool. We're finally we're very magic. We're becoming magic. Just want to pick you up. Just gonna pick you up real quick. Show the game won't let me pick you up. God damn it. Won't let me do it. Won't let me do it to Fluffs either. Also, I didn't even realize that there's not that many loading screens in the game besides like aux cards.
Pricked. Our foes might betray themselves.
What are you guys doing? Stop.
Be sure to keep your wits about you.
I think Fluff's character fell to the world, and now she's just ahead of us. I feel like that'll clip. Nope, we're good. Lord Blade. Oh no, wait. Boldy says Distil is more similar to AFK Arena since it's the same. Oh, okay. Lord says, here's a sort of joke. Magic Archer man are totally awesome. Magic Archer dudes. Magic Archer man are totally awesome. Magic Archer dudes. I'm not smart enough to get this, I don't think. Also, it's so dark, man. Boy. Boy, oh boy. Not having a lantern is pretty rough.
Quickly now. Our master beckons.
Fluff's character
I am
responds.
well aware of the particulars.
Pawns like to jibber jabber. Yeah, man. I don't mind it though. Again, I find I'd rather them talk than be a soulless entity, you know? That's what we used to have back in the day, and that was not pleasant either. them just being a bunch of nothingness, you know. We got a very cool, what, cloak? We can actually look at that cloak because we are the jack of all trades, master of none. This and then this. It looks fine. It's a sorcerer outfit. It looks honestly not great. I'm not a fan. I mean, yeah. A lot of the mage armor doesn't look fantastic.
Elemental boon.
It's a lot of cloth, a lot of fabric. All right, too much, some would say. Also, guys, if you want to fight, you can. There's not much reason for us to.
These fiends are only truly defeated
and there
when their
was an
skulls are
Orin
smashed
that
beyond
at
repair.
one point went back in time. Carter says, I don't have a clue. I just know this story. I think he might have gone back in time by accident. Gotcha. Warhammer seems... I heard of people complaining about there's like a Warhammer woman thing. I don't care. It's some weird shit. It probably doesn't matter in general. But what was interesting to me was that people, it's just like a universal thing where not a lot of people can actually like decide or agree on like Warhammer lore in any capacity.
Without the key.
God damn it!
We must needs find the key.
Is it? Oh, it's literally right here. Okay, never mind. That's pretty chill. Unless that's not it. It is. Makeshift Gaul key. Bangarang. Pawns like soulless non-talkers are boring. I agree, man. I agree. Ever since Skyrim, man, specifically Skyrim mods, shit, man. Those mod authors put like 500 hours of dialogue in there, and you're like, it's nice. It's real nice. Also, a lot of it, well, sometimes it's hollow. But sometimes it's also like, it doesn't make sense. Like you're in the middle of combat, and the dialogue queue will be like, we should go to a cozy little inn. And we're like, we're in the middle of fighting a dragon. What are you talking about? Jesus Christ. Have some self-preservation, please. I remember the first one that I seen that was really good. I'm not sure you guys remember back in Fallout New Vegas. There was a mod called Willow. And god dang, was that ever so good. But actually, no, before that, there was a really good mod back in Oblivion, which was also really good. You play, there was like this dark elf who was like a real hard ass. It's funny because it was before like the time when I think like mainstream like tsundere, or like, I'm not sure if it's even tsundere. It's more of like, I don't know how to even describe it, but it's like kind of like the archetype of like kind of difficult, I guess would be the nicest way, but kind of a bitch. Kind of a piece of shit. It's like a woman dark elf who's kind of like, I'm proud and important and you're just kind of a thing that's supposed to serve me. Kind of dominate a little bit, I guess. Anyways, but yes, I remember that being back in Oblivion. I never actually got to play with the mod. I just watched a person who had a giga good PC play with the mod and showcase the cool companion. But it was back in the day when like even that at the time was impressive. There's a lot of people who do stuff like it's way too early and they just get no credit for it. And if you're lucky enough to be in that instance where you get to experience that, that's wild. Why is there so much red? It's like runic red marks everywhere. Very strange. I don't want to miss chests that I might be missing. Hopefully there's something that we... what's over to the left? Did we look over there? Aye. Dark elves, yeah, dark elves. You know it is. Dark elves a little bit. Well, I don't know. In some like fantasy, dark elves are like chill. They're constantly being shit on. So they're kind of like, just high elves are the bastards basically. They're like, I'm so important. Meh. Also, apparently, I heard this thing in a comment that I was reading. I don't know how I got into this location or what video I was watching that made this relevant. But it's like a common thing within certain like D&D where like a lot of high elves in like fantasy has a lot of in order to keep the bloodline pure, so you're a purebred high elf. There's a lot of fucking inbreeding and shit happening. Ugh. So apparently that's a thing. Is this the right way? Because we don't want to be going the right way. Yes, I think this is the right way. We want to be going the wrong way. Ah, my foot. But yeah, a little bit yucky. A little bit like ew. In most cases, dark elves are pretty chill, if not just kind of chaotic evil. It's more like lawful evil. But yes, fantasy tropes. Are you still balls deep into fucking shit? Dungeons and Dragons, Carthage? I imagine yes. I still remember when you were doing the Share Grin series, and my god, every thing from Carthage was a very deep cut of D&D lore. I miss those days. We definitely gotta. I wanted to get back into that eventually. I want to get my like act together with streaming quite a bit. I don't have the. I gotta stop saying stuff like this, but I don't have the time right now. I'm trying to focus on doing the VR stuff, and I will stabilize that. I'm close for that being like formatted and it being easier to do. But I want to get into the habit of like. It just seems like it's a funner way to do things, but it's like formatting your streams. So one, I would like to have text to speech, so you guys can like write a message, use some channel points or whatever. Actually, like send a voice to me over the thing. I just need a way from my headphones to receive it. That means I need to get to my PC somehow. It's kind of more complicated than you think. Anyways, but the other thing I really want to do, which I think would be helpful for the streams, is segmenting things. So like having for the first hour we're gonna play Dragon's Dogma, then for the second 2 hours or an hour we're gonna go ahead and look at some memes. Maybe if you guys want to send me a video so that we can collectively react to something fun together, that could be something fun that we could do. So on and so forth. Things like that I think could be fun to kind of like segment your streams in a way like that, rather than it just being like I'm just gonna play for like 4 blocks. Or like 4 hours, just one game, and hope that we can keep finding something to do. Yeah, I'd rather it be kind of like an event. Little things that come up. Where is the thing? So we got 2 outfits. Eesh. Well, no, it's only for like 3 characters that can wear that. But we also got this. I already have it. What a bit of lameness, man. Dang. Oh, is this not the right way?
Master, a heavy pack will only slow you down.
Uh-oh.
You ought to take stock of your belongings.
Is there no way to like...
Lessening our load will
I
help
thought
to
it'd be
keep
an
us light
easier
on
way
our
to
feet.
get over there. Shit. Is there seriously no way to like easily... Can I jump through this window and like get over to the place I want to be? Yes. Okay, good. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. I was like, oh no. I would have to run all the way to that one place. Eek. Good. We're out of the dungeon place. We've gotten a cool sword. Now, where the fuck do we need to go? What are these? Sigurd. What's that? Does anyone know what these things are? Are these just dragons? Just dragon locations. Is that what that is? What's going on? Quests. So we have this one. We also have this. A new Godsway. We need to go back to town. But I guess now we find out where dragon locations are? Neat or something? I don't know. I don't know.
We might be able to slip into the forbidden magic research lab through the rear entrance.
Got it. Thank you.
Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
I'm going to go there myself, but if you want to run beside me and yell at me constantly that you're leading, sure, I guess. I can't stop you, unfortunately, unless I throw you into a lake. Soulless, non-target, dark elves laws, dark elves, I give them love in my... I agree. I think dark elves superior to high elves, all right? Now, are dark elves better than elves? I don't know. To tell you the truth, we don't have that many half-elves, halflings.
Is it
that what
safe
they're
to
called?
descend?
Anime has done a horrible service to those people as well.
I'd wager
So,
there's ought to be found here.
also, is that a crystal?
We ought to take a
That was
closer
just
look.
a glowing ass thing. Thank you. So there's nothing stopping me from just picking up random pawns and throwing them into the ocean, right? That's fine. It's not against the law.
It would seem we have what we need to hand.
Why is she freaking out? No, she's an assassin. Lone says, also, Grin, have you read the manga I sent? I have got caught up, fully caught up. It goes in, it doesn't go all the way in, so it's not exactly Harada, which is fine. Did you read the one I sent you? Because I read all of yours. Not that many chapters though. There's not many. I think yours has more chapters than mine. It is very funny. It is also very much like the only way I think the anime. Sorry, for those guys don't know. Let me catch up with speed. Lone sent me a funny manga because I told him about this perverted crazy anime of a manga that I was reading. It was really funny, but it also happened to be like pretty. It went in to some of the creepy or weird things. It's actually a story I think Carthage would find funny. The manga, but anyways, I told Lone about that. Then Lone was telling me about this one that he found, which the premise is basically, dude I think gets isekai'd, but he basically, it's really interesting. He gets isekai'd, but he's like a 40-year-old man, or like 48 years old. He had a wife, he had a kid, he did a good job, he provided for his family, but then he dies. I think he gets hit by a fucking bus because, of course, he does something like that. So he dies, he gets reincarnated into this new world, but because he's basically like a 40-year-old man at heart, and not a creepo, he's only attracted to like 30 and up women. He's like, I'm in my mind, I'm 30, or I'm 48. I'm not going anywhere below 30 and above, more or less. So, what's also creepy is they add like a little bit of an uncomfortableness where like the world that he gets isekai to has like a really weird thing to do with age, to where like women in this manga, this is manga, guys, this is kind of like forcible storytelling. In this world, basically, women, as soon as they turn like 20, they are perceived as like old and gross and like not valuable anymore. Pretty shitty manosphere yuckiness in the overall like prejudice of the world. But that's only because it reinforces the main premise of the manga, which is that this guy who isekai'd is basically like, one, he exists in this world thinking everyone's like a total fucking creep, like a keto creep. Not good, because yeah, like if you get old at 20, what does that mean for the, yeah, it's yucky. Anyways, but this only is basically to reinforce the main story of the show, or the manga in this instance, which is basically the main character is like a hardworking, diligent 40-year-old who ends up like grinding his ass off, and he ends up becoming friends with his village people, and then his village people end up like becoming adventurers, and because he's basically like a 40-year-old dude, he treats them like children, like he's like their dad, and he takes care of them. He does the planning, he does the work. It actually makes more sense for like why somebody would be super like there's a trope in manga where it's like banished from the hero's party. This weirdly makes sense actually why you'd be banished, because this guy is like totally open to doing fatherly duties, which is like managing stuff, taking care of the kids, making sure that you're doing 1,000 things that no one will ever see that you do, and not needing praise or reward to do it. But the hook to this that makes it degenerate is that the main guy basically gets kicked out of the hero's party, and he's kind of chill with it. He's like, you know what, it's fine. I'm like, my children are all grown up now. My children, his friends, are all grown up now. They're doing it. They're living their life. It's still, they make it gross where like the main hero of the party is like banging all of the other females in the party. It gets weird. But anyways, the whole premise, the whole hook of this manga is basically, I was banished from the hero's party, so I proceeded to fuck all of the moms of all of the heroes in my S-rank party, essentially. And they make even a joke of like the hero being kind of a scumbag where he basically tries to like cuck the main character because his like a friend that was closest to him, basically. The hero thought like, oh, he was interested in that person, so I'm gonna take him from her, that kind of thing. But the main character's like, she's like fucking 18. I'm 48. She's a baby. I don't even like know. Like, you can have her. Like, it doesn't work that way. But anyways, he ends up banging all of the moms. But what the funniest thing is, though, I was wondering how they were gonna do this, because when Lo was telling me, like, this is just gonna be like total fucking harem Harada logic of like just being like, yeah, and they just like him. But it's not actually how the story's actually weirdly like written in a way that's actually like pretty cohesive, especially because the whole world is terrible to like older women, basically. So like, even though all of these people are technically married when he goes back to the village when he gets kicked out, there's some other stuff that happens, but the point is that all of the husbands are so shitty that like what do you call it? Any person who's like, I'll love you forever, even well beyond, oh my god, you're 30? What the fuck? You're, like, everyone treating them like they're garbage, like they're disgusting grandmas and stuff like that. So you have one character that comes out and is like, I am into this. Let me tell you, 30? I'm into this. And of course they're like, you're telling me we get treated like garbage as soon as or at our current age, and you're gonna treat us good? And of course, there's like is the harem anime, and it's a fantasy world, so polygamy is a mainstay, unfortunately. But anyways, that's the whole premise. I was shocked. I thought the story would be very much more degenerate than it was, but it was not. It was actually like the author took some steps to be like, no, I can make this make some sense. It's a little bit forced on the whole world building side of things, where like, yeah, in a world that sucks this bad for women, of course there'll be like any sort of like slight lean to hope. They'd be like, yeah, I kind of, yeah.
An ox cart ought to make our
But
journey
that was the premise.
easier.
Lone suggests me. Very fun.
Ah, yes. You're the one who aided us in storming the coral snake's hideout.
Okay.
I've been questioning Hugo, the bandit we took
Oh.
into custody, but he refuses to answer any of my questions.
Damn,
In fact,
yeah.
He's hardly said a word.
This was one of the side quests that you could do. Shit. This was one of the side quests that you could do, which, like, the kid who got betrayed, we could go save him and, like, give him a better job. We could. I don't know if I want to.
The lad's been sent back to his cell for now, but perhaps I could trouble you to talk with him.
Yeah, I might.
I seem to recall that he recognized you. Are you acquainted? At any rate, methinks you might have more success loosening his lips than I.
I don't know if I want to do it, though, man. Offer Hugo guidance. Yeah. I just think you have to prison break him. I think that's the issue. How far away is this stupid dumb thing? Hey. Yeah, I guess we'll make a pit stop to this. I will help the kid who seems like he made a lot of bad choices in his life.
I believe I know whom we must seek.
Lord says,
I take it you've
you're
some
going to
business with
fight
this
the
person.
giant statue. Let's
Then
go!
pray,
I can't
follow
wait.
me.
I wonder how Magic Archer is going to fare with that, because I imagine he's magic resistant. I just feel like that's how a giant stone statue would be. Bolty said, people who love isekais are eating good this anime season. People like me. Yeah, man, there's tons. Also, I'm hoping that we're going to start to see more manhwa be adapted, because manhwa are, man, some of the best stories out there, and shit, so goddamn good. And I'm hoping that, like, after Solo Leveling, which is already, like, the most successful fucking anime of the season,
The so-called forbidden
I'm hoping
magic
eventually
research
it will
lab
pop off.
appears to have been
it'll be
constructed
good.
rather recently.
Indeed. And the researchers employed there are as tight-lipped as they come.
'Tis all very secretive. I wonder what the citizenry
Bodhi
make of
says,
it.
and I feel like I am saying that early season, but its time is different. Yeah, I agree. I think this season it seems like there's a lot of people who are eating good. But frankly, I think it's either that. There's either like a fucking scattershot of isekai, which you're never gonna see a season 2 of, or there's like one
lead the
really notorious, really valuable thing. Am I okay to come in here, bud?
So you're the one Benjamin sent to get the whelp to talk, eh?
You're the first beast strain that looks real fucking cool I've seen, besides Fluffs. And maybe Reds, I think. But this one looks
Well,
beefy.
go on then. Don't dawdle.
And also,
And I'll thank you not to distract the jailers from their charge.
I just realized he is basically the inverse furry version of myself, so that's why I said that. That's right. He got the same hairstyle. He got the same beard, actually. Same exact beard, but a furry version of it. Okay, of course. He's a little bit taller than me, a little bit more beefy. I'll give him that. All
We
right.
shall await you here, Master.
Ah, shit, I was hoping you were going to help me. Lord, do you remember what we need to do to make it so this guy doesn't hate him, do more bad shit? Hello? Floan says, the MC gets a Pharaoh. ... Bodhi says, okay, I might have heard of that. Yeah. It's definitely a popular anime where, well, it's not, I thought it had more chapters. I heard about it for a while now. But it's fun. I still, yeah, what do you call it? It's, I don't know what, like, because after he gets, because at this point, there's like 12 chapters, and I've read them all. I wonder what's going to happen when he eventually locks in the thing, because I don't know what the next, like, I thought they would, like, tease out that whole hook for a lot longer. Like, you know, okay, he gets one every, like, 10 chapters. Instead, they're like, nope, immediately, all of them are in his party. So I want to know what's going to happen, because I think seeing them, like, overpoweringly destroy the world constantly and all the bosses is going to get a little played out. And then eventually they're going to do stuff that I even hate the most, which is like, oh, you know how he leveled the continent? Well, now... he gets outsmarted by a stupid vampire person, and a lot of weird shit happens with that vampire. The vampire does some weird shit where, like, he hypnotizes them, and there's subliminal fucky shit that he does to them, and that's yucky. And why are we doing this? And I want to stop reading now. A lot of stuff happens like that. Maybe, who knows? And those kinds of stories. Okay, Boldy says, okay, I heard that. Never mind. That was Hadada, the thing I was thinking. Bolty. But never mind. That was in fact porn. It's fine. It's my bad.
What are you here for?
Rude.
Come to give me your pity, or just have a laugh?
Then I just grab him and I just smash his head against the grate. Ah,
I'll not suffer either. Piss off.
Ort's got the whelp's tongue as per usual. I would have thought he'd be glad to start spilling secrets. The leader of the coral snakes left him for dead, didn't he? Not sure what's keeping him quiet, but 'twould only be to his benefit were he to tell us all he knows.
Oi, enough talk. You've a prisoner to watch.
Yes, sir. Apologies, sir.
Can I keep talking to him or nah? Lord says, listen to this. Is you create your own story, you'll feel better about yourself. What? What happened, Lord? Listen to this. Is you create your own story, you'll feel better about yourself. What's that mean, Lord?
Just piss off.
What do I do? Offer Hugo guidance. Do I not know enough people to offer him guidance? Because it won't let me give him guidance.
I ain't interested in...
Does anyone know how this questline boat goes?
I believed in him. Looked up to him even.
I just gotta keep talking to him, I think. Oh.
My parents were killed by brigands.
So it's easy.
And I've no doubt I'd have followed them to an early grave if Lanzo hadn't taken me in.
Do you read mine, Lord? Or no, you don't have enough time. I get it if you don't have enough time to read the one I suggested. So I don't think it's many chapters. It says, that's why I got into it as much as I did the world. But yeah, it's shocking. I was not expecting it to make sense of a lot of the crap. I should say crap, it's rude to say. Lord says, okay, I freed him when I'm trying to up my romance with Wilhelmina, so I can't get her mission. Every rose has its... Oh, shit, okay. Huh.
He made me a part of the coral snakes. Gave me a home, a life. I wanted to repay him however I could, so I did what he told me.
That's sad.
I know it ain't right to steal, but I thought I could use all that gold I filched to help someone, like Lanzo did for me.
Oh, sorry.
I didn't take it for myself, it was for the poor. I wanted to give people a chance to choose a better path in life, instead of ending up like me.
But you're stealing, so wouldn't that just lead them down the same path of them stealing as or needing to steal in some capacity? You're like, you don't know an actual skill that would help them not have to steal. Thoughts?
That's why I did the things I did. Understand?
Sure.
And I don't believe for a moment that Lanzo meant what he said to me in the hideout. 'Twas all an act. So if you're waiting for me to talk, cuz, don't hold your breath.
What a good thing.
That's why I did the things I did. And I don't believe for a moment.
So I think a part of this...
I don't believe for a moment.
...is we need to go talk to Lasagna, whatever his name is, Lasagna, I don't know if I can know. And we gotta hit him to be like, no! I'm actually a bastard. I'm actually a very bad person who betrayed this kid because I just used him. And yep, is what it is. God damn it. I don't know if Fluff did this quest yet. And also Fluff might have dipped out. But I don't know if... I think I seen a quest or something about it where like I think we maybe just have to like let time pass and eventually the one guy will get caught. And I think then we can tell him that, like, yeah, you're the guy who you said was not a bastard, actually, it turns out, is...
That's why, and I don't believe for a moment... That's why, and I don't believe for a moment that...
Yeah, I think we've reached the capacity here, but I'm... yeah.
You want a well, there might be a way, only you didn't hear it from me.
Oh, maybe this is part of it.
I've not the authority to promise such a favour, but that doesn't mean no one does. The head jailer, for instance. I reckon he could get the lad his freedom, if you made it worth his while. I reckon, just remember, you...
Is it you?
I've no time for you now.
Do I talk to him now?
That's why I did, and I don't believe for a moment.
No. Lord says, okay, I'm trying to say what I'm trying to say is, if you create your own story, you'll see the results of satisfaction. I think people should create their own story because today's entertainment can be whack. Really? Oh, I find there's like stories I adore. Lord is basically taking the fragmented pieces of everyone else's story. So like, if there's some aspect to almost every story that probably was somewhat good. If you live your whole life while thinking that no one's stories we're listening to, then I think that's equally as rough. Whereas if you're like, no, I loved these 3 elements, and I'm going to play in my mind with those 3 elements of the story, whether it's like, okay, a lot of people, when they see Iron Man's suit or something like that, even if they don't want to admit it, they're imagining how cool it would be to have a Jarvis in your ear. How cool would it be to have a suit that could fly or something like that? How overpowered wealth is when you see Batman and Iron Man both do the things that they do. So I think stories are that. They're like these little sparks of creation that can explode your imagination like crazy. But I don't know. To me, I guess if that's what you mean by make your own story, then yes. But I don't know. I tend to think, if you mean like it's better for you just to use your imagination. This is one of the things that happened with the whole AI argument a long time ago. I do not think your imagination works in a sense of like spontaneous explosions of random insight. I think it's like the combined nature of you seeing a bunch of creative things. Your brain takes all that knowledge and that data, smashes it together, and then the fragments that eventually lock into place are what you have, which is a unique idea. But that doesn't mean it didn't come from a place of basically soaking in a ton of the data and a ton of things to then draw upon, I'm not sure what you mean, Lord, but if that's what you mean just generally for like life or whatnot, then yeah. I heard from Galore to release prison. Galore can release prisoners. Yeah, but I don't know why I would do that if he's going to run right back to his bastard of the one guy, Lorenzo. Should I talk to him?
Aye. What can I do for you? Oh, you want the bandit whelp released, do you? I suppose I could consider it. Aye, being head jailer has its privileges. I could accommodate such a request if I were so inclined. Of course, you'd need to prove your integrity first. I can't go around unlocking cells for just anyone.
Lone says, nah, I didn't read it yet. Been busy, but I should have some down. Yeah, no, if you just don't want to read it, it's fine. Lord says, okay, I'm trying to say, okay, I used to be in a group in Discord. I'm not going to mention his name or the group's name. I learned my lesson. I told someone fella about my story, and I gaslighted. And you were gaslighted? Yeah, that's tough, man. Because people, it's tough. It's tough because there's a lot of. I'm not exactly sure what you're meaning, but I imagine you confide in someone, you told them your experience, and they were like, "That's bullshit," or it's whatever it is, the same thing. I just don't know if you mean like story as in you told someone like a fun manga, fantasy or whatever kind of story, like as a point of fiction, or if you're talking about telling someone a story that you actually experienced, like your life, like maybe you saw an alien one time, and people are like, "You're full of shit." And that's not right to hear, or even to say to someone, really, because who cares? It's I don't need to believe you, but at the same time, it doesn't take me. I don't lose anything by believing you either in that instance. Carthage says, "Pay the warden. It eventually leads to quest." Okay, perfect. Sorry, I'm sorry I was so slow. It's $1,000, super cheap. Thank you, Carthage. I was kind of slowing down because I was like, should I look this up? I just want to fuck this up. So I think the kid's okay.
Put through. But you might have to be patient. One cannot rush these things.
Got it. So now do I talk to him? And I'm like, hey, bub, I did the thing for you.
That's why I did the things I did. And I don't believe for a moment
hopefully he just gets out. I don't know. I thought there was like a thing where like eventually another one of his people gets captured. Yeah. Am I okay to leave, Carthage? Am I okay to dip out? No one says, nah, Grin, I want to read it because it sounds like a... That's good. That's fine. I do think the art in the manga looks really good. I think I can leave right now, Carthage, right? It's not going to be anything crazy. Lord says, yeah, I got told my stuff was trash. If they say your story is cartoonish, you know. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, no, for sure. Okay, no, that's what you said. Oh, yeah, no. Look, I 100% agree, Lord. There's tons of people who will basically, like, tear down your ideas and your all that kind of stuff, which is wrong. I also do think, like, it's one of the hardest balances. I think both are true. Like, I think people oftentimes think, like, criticism and, or constructive criticisms for growth versus like complete acceptance of whatever you write. I don't think it's a seesaw like this. I think it's like two bars being full. I think both bars should be probably pretty full. I think you should be really confident and happy and love your stories while simultaneously also realizing that your stories are not in a vacuum. You know what I mean? Like, you're not just telling these stories to yourself. You're also telling these to other people. So it does matter of what are the elements that really connect people to a story? What are the elements that really make people feel something? That's also why I think like one of the best things ever is prompts.
Let's have a look.
Like, if you want to be a storyteller or write a story, it's so like it's funny because you just see how powerful these kind of prompts are. But like the thing we just talked about of like the prompt of banish from the hero's party is something that you can immediately, anyone who has any inclination to tell a story can hear that and say, holy shit, my brain just shot off with 1,000 ideas of how I could play with this. Because again, a lot of creativity is born from restriction, not an overabundance of choice. Same thing with people who are like isekai exploded. So all of these prompts essentially just make it so easy for you to kind of work within the world and the laws that this story creator kind of talked about. And it just makes it so that it's just a fucking free-for-all of creative fun things to talk about. Carthage says, yeah, once you paid him, you're good to live. Thank you, Carthage. I appreciate you so much. I was kind of stuck there. We were also having a conversation, so I didn't feel too bad. But I do like to, like, make progression in these streams, because, again, this is the whole point of us trying to get to the Shield Maiden. But I do just need to, like, literally just play this game for a whole day and just grind it out. I've been just working on this damn video, which is always an excuse, which is never good, because I'm always going to be working on videos, because it's my fucking passion in life, so of course it's not going to get better. If they say your story is cartoonish, ignore them. Yeah, I get to my stuff. That's wrong. Anyone who just like dismantles a story. Well, also like every story ever. Like there's something to say that like there's areas of art that are probably a better foundation, like a stronger foundation to build off of than just like Picasso or well, not Picasso. What is the guy who just did like triangles and just did like mess art basically? Even he knew how to do like foundational structure to faces and all these other things before he just decided to draw a bunch of cubes on a piece of board, you know? So I do think there's an argument to be like there being a good foundational thing that's stronger to build off of for something, for instance, like drawing. But at least when it comes to storytelling, every story, especially any popular story, is absolutely batshit. Like full fucking crazy, doesn't make a lick of goddamn sense. Also, god damn. It does make a lick of sense. It's like if you were to ever break down one of them like even more like grounded stories, like a Game of Thrones or something like that, still don't make a lick of sense. Still absolutely crazy. If you were telling that to a person who is not like fully falling in, that's also a thing, man. I think 90% of like storytelling as well is how somebody conveys your idea. Like you may have the soup in your brain, Lord, of like all of the craziest things, etc. But you're not able to like shape it in a way that makes it so that people really get sucked in and get pulled in and start believing the crazy that every story is eventually or always ends up being, which is just like a stew of madness essentially, which is good. It's a good story. Any story worth hearing is usually one that's pretty fully sent. It's a lot.
At
usually.
last we've arrived. Delivery in hand.
We need only pass our burden into the hands that await it. True enough.
Also, to me, like this, I do feel like there's art where like, I could see how someone could like make criticism of like, oh, I don't. I think the same way that like constructive criticism for art and storytelling, I think both of them look similar. Where like if somebody's like, your art looks shitty, or your art doesn't look that good, or something like that, it's just terrible. Or if like your art it doesn't connect with me very much, that's not very helpful either. But if someone said, your hands don't really look like hands to me. Like that to me would be something where it's like, okay, that basically is just saying that like there's something that I can marginally improve that would maybe help. Maybe people could say the lighting or shading of the art could look better because in this instance it doesn't really make sense to you. Doesn't mean it's bad, just means that this element to your art is the thing that doesn't seem like it's connecting with me personally, but maybe it can connect to another person. Same thing with like storytelling. I think someone could argue, I don't know, regardless of what I just read, I don't find I'm invested in the character very much. I don't find I'm locked in. I don't really feel like I care for the heroine. Oh God, oh Jesus! I don't really feel like I care for the heroine however you say it, the fucking female lead, very much.
We shall remain here.
Oh no, our companions are gone. Ah, surprise! I've arrived. Hopefully, don't stab me. Oh my God, this is just a dragon? Jesus! Fucking Christ! I did not. Wow. Excuse me. Hello, princess person. Oh no, this guy.
No, this is all wrong. What use of pitiful fragments such as these?
Did I get a better fragment? I don't know. I got a fucking sword. So maybe that's enough. I don't know. By the way, this guy looks hella evil. Anyways. Lord says, a dude wants my story to be melancholy. Another word. Yeah. That's fucking Lord, bite his throat out, okay? I fucking hate so much. Stories like that. It drives me nuts. No one likes them. There's like fucking 10 stories that people want to read, like some sort of melancholy, depressing as shit thing. In a world that is like constantly seemingly falling apart, or maybe it's just being constantly shown more that it's falling apart than normal by news and such. But regardless, a world that seems like it's getting more and more like not hyper positive all the time. The last thing more people want is more shitty, sad, melancholy worlds. They want hope. They want some sort of escapism. So that person can go fuck himself. That's the one trope I hate more than anything in any storytelling ever is depression, sadness. Here's, oh, your life's not shitty enough? Let me just give you a smattering on top. I hate those stories to death. And any person who tries to like take a story and forcibly like kill off characters because they think it's because Game of Thrones did it, and some fucking guy who's been writing for like centuries who looks like he's on the cusp of dying constantly because of how old and how unhealthy he is, made a story, and the takeaway is yes, Game of Thrones said you should kill characters, you should add some like intention, some melancholiness to certain arcs and such. Yeah, it's the killing off of characters that made the show great, and not the fact that the guy who'd been writing novels since he fucking could breathe had a hand in it. What the fuck are you talking about? People are crazy. People are ludicrous.
What we have achieved is sufficient to sway the pawns.
Carthage says, this quest, Grin, don't give him the 15 crystals until you're happy that you've done everything you feel like doing. How close am I to beating the game, Carthage? Do you think I'm 4 hours away, or is it still like, nah, you got like 8 hours still, Grin? Because, yeah. The only thing that I still feel like I have left to do, that I want to do, I don't know. I don't think I don't think I have anything left to do. Tell you the truth, I don't even want to do the Sphinx quest. It's kind of okay. I've already seen what it's about, you know. I thought maybe it'd be fun to do on stream, but then I thought, oh, maybe it's also fun for us to play like Suicide Squad, because Bill T said he might be interested in that, or playing Helldivers. Or playing some cool VR. I did spend $25 this week on a VR bundle, and I got a really fun gorilla tearing apart cute things game, along with a bunch of other ones I already had. By the way, if anyone is like into VR, I can give you a free game. Some of the thing that sucks about the fucking Humble bundles is you end up getting like 2 codes for a game you already have, and you're like, well, fuck, the deal is still good enough for me to buy it. Ah.
But when the time comes to fell the dragon, I fear it may not be enough. Lord Phasus insists we shall succeed, and yet...
If you give him the crystals, it starts you on the path to the end game. Okay, but it still doesn't start spawning in like the actual like high level bosses until I get the ending essentially, or one of the endings, which is shitty. It's annoying. I wish it didn't work that way. I fear it may be enough. Yeah. So I could talk to him again, Carthage, and I could give him stuff, and that would trigger the ending of the game. So maybe it's a good place to stop. Ooh, we got a little circlet for a head. Does this look pretty? Looks just like every other crystal thing. Actually, a pretty good defense, but Carthage says, if you follow the main quest and don't explore anything, you have maybe 4 hours. Okay, shit. If I shave off 2 hours on my time just grinding through it, then maybe we can get to the very end and maybe experience or start grinding for the damn gear that I need. Talk to him, give him the God's Bane blade, but don't give him that. Got it. Thank you, Carthage. Carthage is coming in clutch.
Hand, are you? Have you some business with me?
So give him this little guy, but don't give him the dragon blood thing.
Why? 'Tis an Arisen's. This is incredible. I've never seen such a luster.
I do find it very strange that the guy was like, hey, this sword is for you. This might be useful. And we're like, here's clearly a bad guy. Here you go.
But why do you possess such a thing? Where did you obtain it? No, never mind. 'Tis of no consequence.
You seem so evil. It
All
is
that matters
comical.
is this. With this alone, I shall be able to craft a superior godsway, the finest of all created to date.
Okay.
I must make haste that I might deliver it to Lord Phasis even a moment sooner.
Okay.
But wait, no. I have not the Worm's Life crystals to restore it. Confound it all!
Is the Worm's Life crystals just the dragon stuff? Because I think I have a lot of those. Allow me to gather them for you.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. Do you even understand what you're offering? Worm's Life crystals can only be obtained from drakes.
Yeah, I got a lot of those.
But I suppose I am in no position to decline, even if 'tis a fool's errand.
This is okay. I start to understand why people say the story's kind of ass, because like we come up to this guy who I don't even really know why we're doing so much stuff for him. He seems evil as shit, and also we're like, yeah, here's all of the stuff. Here's us killing stuff. Our character's just like, like I just see our character drooling from the mouth, like, okay, yeah, I'll go do that, and it's just like,
Lord
what the fuck is wrong with
Phasis
me?
Satisfied with the God's way as 'tis, you see, and as I can expect no support from him, you can expect little aid from me.
Okay.
Though I suppose 'twouldn't do to send you away entirely empty-handed. Feel free to take what you require from the laboratory. Now, as I've said, Worm's Life crystals can only be obtained from drakes and their ilk. Seek one out and fell it, if 'tis within your power. All the better if it happens to be a lesser dragon. You would be solving 2 of my problems, then.
Carly says, the story might be full of holes, but I definitely agree it's enjoyable, but it's still like the thing we keep seeing in RPGs. It's not that hard to solve. Just give your character some like response. Like allow you to just, it doesn't, it's just funny. Dragon Age did it. Like, or not even, that's bad example, because Dragon Age is pretty good with storytelling, especially choice, or at least the illusion of choice. But yeah, just let me like say something instead of my character look like just feeling like I just don't exist. Like my character is dumb. It's like you're playing Fallout 4 or Fallout 3 and just like going 0 intelligence, and every response you have is 2 letters or 2 words that are broken English. He needs 15. Am I on just on some crazy shit where I'm actually like, I don't have a lot of whetstone? I thought I killed like 4 or 5 dragons, but I wouldn't imagine they want you to kill more. They just want you to grind dragon kills, maybe, but I feel like that'd be a lot. You know? Lord says, guys like Rappa and Lord are the reasons why I keep going with my creation. Yeah, man, absolutely. Again, I think stories are one of those things that's like infinitely beautiful, man. My only issue with stories is that I find it so hard to stick with one. They're all similar, you know, because you're just a person who probably likes a certain type of genre or trope, for sure. That's me, for sure. But I don't know. I find it very hard to stick with one, like to grind out the kind of like, I'm a little bored of this story, you know. And it sucks because you think you'll remember them. You think, oh, I'll remember that like cool, you know, what is it, a twist or whatever it could be. But then time passes and you're like, no, I should have written that down in some capacity because it's been a month and I've lost it, you know. But you never learn, at least I don't, and yeah. Lord says Jackson Pollock has painting splatter art. Picasso is my...
well met, Sir Arisen. Let us dispense with pleasantries and cut to the heart of the matter. I have a task that requires someone of your skill and discretion.
Okay.
Some days ago, a fiend attacked Empress Nadinia during her supplications. Her Majesty was unharmed, but the would-be assassin fled, gifting me a wounded arm in the process.
Eesh.
He may seek to strike again, yet I fear I am not fit to guard the Empress as I am.
Okay.
And so I turn to you, Sir Arisen. Will you catch this villain in my stead?
Sure. Blood for the Blood God?
My deepest thanks.
Blood for the Blood God.
Her Majesty will next begin her supplications in Flamebearer Palace. I would use this opportunity to lure her assassin from the shadows.
Lord says, yeah, they can go F themselves. Melancholy said, Melancholy sucks, dude. Tell me one Melancholy thing that actually made sense. The only thing that kind of works, is like the Edward Scissorhands, which is not even melancholy. It's like a melancholy world where there's like a very uplifting, positive entity in a shitty, depressing world. Like that works, kind of. But but not if the whole world's still depressing. Like the guy who's hopeful keeps getting the shit kicked out of him. It has to be like a world where it's dark and gritty, yet there's this light that keeps illuminating and kind of like winning somehow. That's nice.
Empress Nadinia's life is in your hands, Sir Arisen. I trust you understand the gravity of this task.
GRINN show got ruined. GRRM, Game of Thrones, maybe that's it. Show got ruined by dumbed. It's true. I see people not enjoying the last couple seasons, but apparently all the other seasons besides the last one were pretty good. Laura says, I learned you can have a good, cheerful part in a dark fantasy story. Berserk. Yeah, Berserk's still in that lane where, like, to me, my thing with stories, Lord, and this could be where people do have a deviation, which to me, I'm pretty deep into what I think, but I deeply dislike any kind of story that comes back to the same premise of it was all a dream. So, like, I woke up from the bad dream. All of the stuff I just did is basically meaningless. To me, things like that are what kills me in a story. So, like, for instance, say in a show like Berserk, where a lot of the time you're connecting with these characters, there's friendships being born, there's love stories happening, and then the twist basically detonates all of the 50 or 100 or not 100, but like 20 or 30 chapters that you just read. It made them basically meaningless and pointless. Not meaningless and pointless. There's some meaning behind it. There's some reason for, like, okay, no, but it's just the fact that, like, do I really need to like a character this much, invest in this friendship this much, only for it to basically mean nothing and just be a source of, like, rage? I mean, it makes sense in Berserk's case, but if that was what I always read, like that was even slightly the majority, I would get hyper exhausted with just the feeling of, like, being tugged around. Like, I always dislike when I can feel the narrative author who is almost like feeding me a character for cannon fodder. You know what I mean? Like, I hate that. I like when things make sense, when things are they add up. Like, you know, when a villain isn't just maniacally evil, or like villains like, oh no, I understand how he became this way, and I kind of even empathize with him to some extent. That to me is what I like. What I dislike is oftentimes when what I see is where it's just like, oh, in 2 episodes they'll throw out a character, they'll, like, make you really like them, and you can tell in the back of your mind where, like, every red flag is popping off, or, like, she's gonna die, and the author is doing his best to try to make you love this character only so that they can kill him or her, just to make you feel something. And that feels hyper manipulative to me, and I'm really sensitive to shit like that. Wasn't necessary. Like, this wasn't the way that maybe not the way it should have happened, but it doesn't feel like it was necessary, you know, or even that it made sense. But yeah. Oh, we should probably do that quest. Let's equip it so we don't lose track of it. There it is. Does it not take me to where we need to go? Oh, do I need to talk to her? Oh, no, it's in here. I see.
We shall await you here, Master.
Lord says, anyways, I'm the people who think... Oh, wait, no. So before that, Bolty says, I was just... interested in seeing the Suicide Squad DLC. I don't have it myself. No, I know. You guys are like, hey, GRINN, that game that you have and you've played, I'm really interested in that one thing. I'd be like, cool, I would love to share it with you and, like, hang out, because I know Fluff also enjoys Suicide Squad and he would be able to play with me maybe sometimes. And if not, then we could just have a fun time with ourselves. Yeah, so there's, like, reasons, well, not just you, but yeah. Like, they just released something interesting. Yeah, the Joker and all that stuff. Lord says, anyways, I'm the people who think G.R.R. Martin's stories are garbage. Yeah. Bolty says, but it might also be hard to get the others together for playing the game. That's not really my concern. My concern, Bolty, is that I might not have enough. It may take a lot of progression, because it's a live service game. It may take a lot of progression to get the Joker, if that's what you're wanting to see. But there's got to be story. If there's story, I think the story I should be able to dabble in. Hopefully you don't have to like grind out a ton of like just random live servicey, mini games just to be able to get to like one story mission. But I think it should be something we could do. Lord says, no, I meant I know J.R.R. Martin's stories are whack. I remember did Dis Tolkien? Oh, I didn't know that. That's shitty. I adore Edward Scissorhands. Yeah. What do you call it, Lord? One of my favorite animes is an anime called Welcome to Demon School, Irmika. And it's not very similar at all. I shouldn't bring it up, but to me, there's something about, like, I love Halloween. I'm not sure if you're similar, but like Halloween to me is this perfect balance of like what I love the most about just anything in the whole world. It's like this balance of like goofy. It's basically like making light and showing the charm, the fun, the humor, and things that people may not find very charming, humorful, or whatever. It's like this. It's bringing light to the darker side without basically making it seem dark, If anything, it makes it seem more colorful. I don't know. I love the whole, like, Tim Burton Halloween, hope and, like, shine and, like, brightness and the contrast of, like, orange and dark and that kind of antithesis of what essentially, like, to me, Halloween is, which is, like, a kind of like a spectacle to celebrate things that are in the dark, and that things that we might be scared of can actually be something incredibly interesting and beautiful. Let's try to wrap up this quest, by the way, and then we might call it. What is this? What does it want for me to do? I should read the quest line. Quest. It says, go to the Flamebringer's palace in the morning. Is it not morning? God damn you. Well, we gotta go sleep, I guess. Out my head.
I've been here so long. Some of us get
Bodhi says, was Miria Nikki Melody? What is that? Meryl Nick. What is that? Bodhi? Like the ending? Maria Nick. I gotta see what this is. What is this, Bolty? What this thing you just said? Full face cam. My Chrome browser. Have I seen what you just said? Let's see. It's called Nikki. Oh no, wait. This. Golly. What is this? Oh, I haven't seen it. This is. I think. Wait. No, I don't think so. Not to me. I think it definitely had ups and downs. Like, it was definitely an emotional roller coaster for sure. This is, unless I'm not thinking, so basically, if you guys don't know this is Future Diaries. Future Diaries. Was Future Diaries melancholy? I don't think so, because to me, maybe it's just me, but I think like a tenet of what I dislike about storytelling is when it comes to melancholiness, or whatever you want to call it. I don't like the feeling of like, again, like, well, let's kill off this character just because. Future Diary actually has also like a big crux to me, which makes like...
well met. You'll be glad to hear we've succeeded in capturing another of the coral
Oh, okay,
snakes.
so this is the thing. Sweet.
Fortunately for us, this one started talking the moment a bargain of acquittal was mentioned.
You can get 15 crystals from one Drake if you loot God's favors you. Ooh, I actually really like Manila. Much devotion, such cute. Is also a cat though, so no making out because her hair in the mouth is gross. That's very. You thought about this.
Mayhap through speaking with him, we might discern some means of loosening Hugo's tongue.
Wouldn't that be hilarious if you were like a game dev, but you were like a hyper furry? So you made like a whole story where like you went out of your way to like make the story where like unarguably the best companion, easily this furry character. All right. You also made them look just human enough to be like, it's like basically a stair step of like you're so close, just get a little bit more and you'll be there. You know what I mean? And then you just basically made like them have the most personality. You put them in a bunch of like story moments where they really like shine, and the whole goal is just to basically make people be like, listen, I'm not fully, but this one is nice. And you're like,
we must rest, though the sun is still.
I like
I trust
Fist
we've
of
all
the
inspected our
North Star.
equipment.
Oh yeah, but sorry.
Come,
Back to the
we've
one
much to
thing.
be getting on with.
Again, the reason why I don't
Feeling
think Future
rested,
Diaries
I
is melancholy, because melancholy to me is almost like it's depressing. Like there's so much death, there's so much meaninglessness to it. A lot of like I never really felt like in the what's it called Future Diaries that they're trying to like their goal is to make you sad. In the way that they're going to deliver you this character and then take them away. And even the ending of the anime, the ending of the anime isn't actually sad. It's almost like a little weird hopefulness. Everything gets.
If our destination
It's
is
the
a
one
decent
time.
one,
Maybe
travel
that's
by
what it is.
ox-cart
That's actually
might
really
be worth
interesting
considering.
storytelling metric.
Walking
Maybe the
everywhere
reason why I
is
don't think it's
certainly
like
tiring.
depressing or melancholy that I think it is, it's because it is the one example of it was all a dream that actually works. Which is, this was hyper fucking depressing, real rough, but because it was all a dream
It
and you
seems we
get a
must
do-over,
part ways for the time being.
that's not bad. And you're like, okay, actually I'm down with that.
And who might?
Is she the prince?
Sir Arisen,
Or the queen?
you've come just in time.
Okay.
Sir Ermhild, 'tis my pleasure to present to you the good Arisen, come to aid us in apprehending the brigand who would threaten Her Majesty's life.
Okay, we'll try to do this before we
Well
end
met.
today.
Your
Carter's giving me
assistance is most
tips
welcome.
on how to do that properly.
Without our Empress to guide us, Batal has no future. Her Majesty cannot be allowed to come to harm.
Can we see the Majesty at any point?
Indeed. We are well glad of your aid. May it prove unnecessary.
I feel like Melina is the Majesty. I just got a feeling. Probably
Ere
not
Her
right.
Majesty's supplications begin,
No.
I shall give you a description of our target. Pray seize the rogue should you espy him. We would, however, prefer that this affair be kept quiet. Be not reckless in your decision, lest you apprehend the innocent. Empress
God.
Nadinia shall commence her prayers any moment now. I would ask that you safeguard her with your life,
Oh.
should it come to that.
Okay, can my pawns come in? No? I take a no.
O lambent flame, we offer thee these words of prayer on behalf of our people.
That doesn't look right. Something's wrong. Try me.
Seize the rogue the moment you espy him.
You sons of bitches. That one looked weird in the middle. I think it was this guy.
Hear this. Last week, and what did I find but the most then? As I boast, I threw out a price. Seems the shards are
Is there aught you...
Are you him?
'Tis good to be busy. Fishing's not for the faint of heart.
We ask that all be spared the horror. We ask that Batal may e'er prosper. And we ask that a day may come when Beastren, human, pawn, and every other noble race that walks our world may live in harmony with one another.
The guy has an injured right arm and poorly hidden snake tattoo on his chest. Oh, fuck.
Sir Arisen, Her Majesty's supplications are nearing their end. Have you located the rogue?
What do ye want?
Is it this guy? I think it's this guy.
You'd best make it.
Business could be better.
No, this.
Seize the rogue the moment you
This is all wrong.
What do I do? Oh.
Who are ye supposed to be?
Hey, Carthage.
Fine. Ah, sod it.
apprehend him at once. That man there is the assassin. Nicely done, Sir Arisen.
Light your lantern.
Let us inform Sir Ermhild of what has transpired.
What if I got the wrong guy? He just comes up behind the queen, stabs the sheriff in the back. I'm like, oh no.
Oh, your majesty. Full glad am I to see you unharmed.
The brigand has been captured. The chaos of the past few days ought to be behind us now.
It's like, I'm just here. Hello? Good to see you. Empress Lady does die if you fail. Really? Holy shit. Oh, fuck. Shit. I didn't think that'd be this kind of quest. What if I can't revive her?
We owe this outcome to you, Sir Arisen.
I feel like that'd almost be more special.
You cannot know the depth of my gratitude.
Ah, yes, of course. Batal is in your debt, Sir Arisen. The same is true of you, Sir Manella. Your efforts were most admirable, considering your wound.
Even if you do revive her, it still counts as a fail. That sucks.
Now that a
Damn.
measure of peace is returned to
Just
us,
told me to make a save before I
however,
did that Carthage shit.
You ought to devote yourself to convalescence for a time. You may. The curative hot springs on Volcanic Island are said to be wondrous for healing.
Ah.
Go there to recuperate.
Can you meet her there?
Very well, my lady.
Because I know that spot.
I shall leave presently, and return when I am fully recovered.
Grateful are we for your most valiant efforts, Sir Arisen.
Okay. Well, that's nice. What about you?
Thank you, sir.
Okay, well, this is fun. I gotta go talk to a young guy before I forget to do all the cards told me to do. It's a big ass castle, man. Damn. Is it this way or this way? What's the exit point? I don't know. They're both a lot of big ass corridors. That looks right. Yes, meeting her there progresses the quest. Ooh, I didn't know that. Awesome.
What to do?
I remember. I might do that before we tap out, like completely stop. You know, that's fun. Tim Burton, Fridge Diaries, Nikita.
Allow me to lead the way. I can take you to our destination.
Or Diary, I don't know. I personally don't like the ending because it messes up my brain a lot, especially with my teenage whip. Yeah, it is a lot, but at least to me it's not an ending that's like everyone dies, it's sad, it's the end. It's like, no, because it's funny because there's another anime that I feel like does similar things, but we never just see it actually like fully see it through. But there's an anime where it's I think it's called Dead Man in Wonderland, where like the whole anime is basically them teasing that it's gonna get dark, the character that you like the most did some really fucked up things to the main character, and apparently he deserved it. And they're just kind of like, they'll let you sit in that tension for like a long ass time. But I think it would have ended the same way, where like eventually you realize, okay, no, I'd rather, like, even though she's psychotic in Future Diaries, you're kind of like, still want them to kind of have a happy ending together, even though they're both kind of, she's done a lot of fucking crazy shit too. But he's kind of a bitch. The main character of the fucking Future Diaries is kind of a little bitch, so we're kind of like, I get it. All right, let's do the only thing Carthage said we should do. This one damn thing. Is it this? I think it's this one. Offer human guidance. Yeah. Okay, so Carthage said a little while ago, he said, go to the jail and talk to the new bandit guy. Then talk to Hugo and tell him what that guy said. Sleep, go back, see Hugo. If Hugo is still in jail, if he is gone, run your ass to the ancient battlefield to the northeast of the checkpoint rest town as fast as possible. Fuck, Carthage, this seems like a lot. This seems like an amount that is high. First, this quest, look for the dude with the poorly... Yeah, okay, so Carthage, how was that? That's a lot, Carthage. What, I get the two parts, but the last part there sounds like a lot. The last part scares me, where you're like, if he's not there, run to the one place. What do you think about that? Carthage says that panicking lady back there wants to sell you a fancy house for $300K. I don't want that. I have enough. I actually don't know if I have enough. I do. I don't want that. I don't want that damn house. What a stupid thing. Where it's like, it's again, they could have at least given you the rest bonus if you're gonna do the goddamn get a house like that expensive. It's real dumb that they're like, no, the house is just for your pleasure of looking at it. What? Oh, I mean the top of the ancient battlefield, the castle-like place where there is usually a cyclops. You are better with landmarks than me, Carthage. I don't know where I'm supposed to run to. This thing? The ancient battlefield. What the fuck is the ancient battlefield? What is it? Is it where like the golems are? Shit, there's no landmarks either that say ancient battlefield. Golly, in Vermont. Is that this place? Or is that... What's Vermont? Is it... This is... Vermont. Okay, this is Vermont. Where's the ancient battlefield? Does it have a marker? A quest marker by chance? This is... Ruined settlement? It said north, so I imagine it's above. Ruined battlefield. I don't remember seeing that place at all. To the top left fog. Oh, this thing. Okay. Griffin nest. That. Abandoned home. I don't know what the fuck. Is it this? Is it this thing? Ancient ruins. Oh, golly, Sparks. Thank you so much. Sparks subscribed. Okay. Sparks subscribed with a Prime sub. Thank you so much. Sparks, appreciate the support. Been subscribed for 11 months. Let's go, Sparks. Sparks says, have they added mods for fast travel? Yeah. There's I feel like a lot of the mods that people want are now in the game. There's things where you can like change up your character's look. There's transmog in the game. There is a bunch of those things. A little to the left from where you are. A little to the left from where I am. The battlefield. Oh, there it is. Ancient battlefield. Jeez, that's far away. It's so far away. Okay. I'm debating if I want to do this live or wait to do this on my time. I feel like we should try. We should just try to do it now. So talk to the guy. Tell him what he said. I might skip past it because I can't be bothered. We have a lot to do. And then we will go back, and if he's not there, will we run up? I think that's what you said. So we go there, talk to him, talk to the other guy, talk to him again, let time travel, fast forward, sorry. Then we sleep. Then we go back to the thing. That's where I'm lost. Is that when we do the run to the ancient battlefield, or do we go back and see if it hasn't detonated yet? Something. Lone says, damn, it's already been 2 hours. I know sometimes time moves too fast, and you're like, shit. I gotta eat supper still. I gotta try to edit this damn video. I still want to see if there's any Warhammer nerds out in the chat. I can actually ask if that looks right. I imagine it doesn't matter that much, but still.
We shall await you here, Master.
In this area, you want to go to the north part where there's a castle to the left of the riftstone of the map. What does that mean, Carthage? A little to the left in that area. Oh, I see. They're saying I want to go. Oh, wait, there's a riftstone up here? Is that what you're saying? In that area, you want to go to the north part of where there's a castle. Maybe I should wait to do this on stream, off stream, because it sounds just complicated enough for me to get a little lost. But we'll do a little bit. So he's fucked off. Where is the bastard? Excuse me. Is that where he is? Yes.
We'll see if you can escape me a second time.
Talking to me?
Who are you supposed to be then?
This is great.
Eh?
Awesome.
Quit staring.
Love this.
Wait, you're one of the ones that came crawling into our hideout.
What an ugly face.
Ain't funny, really.
It's a big ass cheekbones.
Seeing you's reminding me of that bleeding runt's face.
Okay, you see the three caves, like the triangle? Yes?
I'm talking about Hugo, of course. Didn't you hear him sobbing as we left? Lanzo, why? Bet he's still crying over it, eh? Like, of course, Lanzo's already forgotten about the poor sod. Was right glad to be rid of him, truth be told.
That blackguard.
Yeah.
Oh, it tells me there's more to his tale. Not sure I can stomach it, mind.
Do I keep talking to him, Carthage, or do I talk to the one guy now? I personally don't like the ending because it messed up your brain. I wonder if there would be change now. Yonzo guys, Bolty says, yeah, I remember Dead Man Wonderland being something. Yeah. Well, Dead Man Wonderland sucked because I felt like they did. There's some shows that do like an uncanny job. It's one of the things that I do regret not like. I still want to go back and make like an anime video where I talk about something like that. But it's like there's certain characters that to me I think like whether it's the voice actors, whether it's the story, but they're written so well. Like I think D. Mache, Belle Crenelle in the anime that's English dubbed is one of the most charming like portrayals of like a genuine. It just feels like he is that character, at least for the first season. He's just like so happy and bubbly and nice. And then the same thing is for Dead Man Wonderland, the heroine of the show, the like tattooed white girl. She's really interesting. She also seems like very charismatic and like happy as hell, you know. talk to him until he's
Hugo's
gotcha.
been following. Still, there's a use for
Gotcha,
to earn
gotcha,
their own
gotcha,
living.
gotcha.
And having a few whelp, but Hugo had gotten too big. Well,
Gotcha.
hard to believe. Did he ever tell you his story before? Ah, his mum was a wee rough
I love it.
mum,
It's so much.
Twist it on.
It's
With
so
a
much.
new
I have to go
hideout,
shower.
right?
Sorry.
In fact,
I wanted to level up my
with
character.
a new hideout. Ain't fair for me to be the only one.
Got it.
With a new, ain't fair for me to be the only one.
Got that. Got that. Excuse me. Hugo, my boy.
What do you want now?
Tell him about what's his name said. So now I assume I just tell him what the dude said. Tell him until he says nothing new. Yes, I think we're good to tell him what he said.
What? He said... What? That can't be right. But... if he did that to me... then what about all those kids? He can't have killed all their parents too. Can he?
Eesh.
No. Tell me it's all a lie, damn you.
I assume I keep talking to him. Okay, awkward airy breath. I think we're good, right? Lifeline says, I know this is random, but are you going to go back to Let It Die with it? Probably not, my friend. I'm sorry. We played it for so long, and only recently there's been content, and I've kind of moved on to VR because I just think it's so interesting. It's such a fun thing to look at, but it could just be me. But I'm sorry, my friend. If you want to unsubscribe or just stop following me, I totally get it. There's nothing really to the game anymore for me to do. I've done it to death, and I stopped getting investing myself into it 2 years ago, so now it feels like I'm out. So it'd be weird for me to come back in and all these weird shit. I also don't want to, so it's all right. But yes, I'm probably not going back. I might make one video being like, here's Let It Die 3 if they ever do it, or the new Deathverse update, whatever. It's gonna be like, hey, this exists. Also, I'm out. Tell him, sleep, then come back, check on Hugo. If he is gone, run your happy ass to the casket. I don't need directions when we finish waking up. Jumpies. Also, I think my character's heavy. I need to drop it. I have a lot of random crap that I'm still holding. That's why we're running so slowly, even though we're supposed to be a light little archer. Wow. What was the one anime that I seen recently that I thought looked really, really good, especially for what it was? I can't, oh. Damn it. Man, you know what trope I just hate? I fucking hate that it's a thing. Ever since Hunter x Hunter, they made this trope a thing. I hate the fucking main protagonist who's a child, who's like a genderly ambiguous and also hella feminine. And it's so hard. I don't want to watch a baby fight gods. Okay, it's just such a weird thing. It's in every goddamn show I watch. When it comes to there's a new anime that's the same shit, and I'm just like, why? Why are you obsessed with children fighting demon monsters and not grown-ass men? And then why are they always in really precarious situations? And also, why do you make the females hella creepy in every world type that exists here? Where they're unarguably disgusting and clearly predators. It's just weird. I hate this trope dearly of a child protagonist, essentially.
We must rest.
Spark says, I'm about to start watching Tower of... Oh my god, Sparks, you are going to be in heaven. That is one of the most fire, beautiful, the soundtrack. Oh my god, dude. The ODST for the first... the first... it's called... Oh, fuck what it's called. It's such a good song. I'm not a big anime song guy. Holy shit, is the first song, I think it's called Rebirth or something. It's the first song that when... Ball goes into the what is it called? God damn it! He goes into the also what the hell are you? Look at you popping off. That's crazy looking. Anyways, he goes into the arena to fight this serpent at the very first episode or something like that. And the music in that is so fucking good. It's the best sound song ever. Even just not about anime soundtracks, but just music in general. It's so good. You're gonna have a fucking banger of a time, Sparks. And you're getting it's a good time to get into it because I think it's also gonna have some other stuff. Season 2 is coming eventually. I think it's this year or next year. So you got a little bit of a wait, but still. Tell him, then you'll check, then run your to castle and your battle. Gotcha.
This isn't the way to our destination. We shall remain here.
What are you talking about? Absolutely it is. Hello? Do I go talk?
If you're looking for the whelp, you'll not find him here. He's escaped.
Eesh, I paid for him to be released.
And that bandit with the loose tongue's dead. Took a knife to the gullet. Not hard to guess whose 'twas. Consign it. Suppose he was rotten to the core after all, like the rest of those snakes.
Is this the good ending, Carthage? Because I thought there was an ending where you basically, you give him a job and then you go back and tell him what. Maybe you killed him first, and then I don't fucking know. All right, time to run, or maybe we could teleport. So Carthage, I'm gonna spend a point. I don't want to fucking run all the way. Okay, so he's up here. Oh, it tells you. It legitimately tells you exactly where it is. Okay, great. Could I teleport anywhere close? Not really. It's probably better for me to go here and get an ox cart. Is there an ox cart here? I mean, there's an ox cart, but it's not. It's up here. Where's the one that leads you through here? Is there an ox cart anywhere else? There's this. Does this ox cart take you above? Does anyone know if this ox cart takes you up to this thing? This thing right here? Where the fuck? I can't see it. It's like somewhere. There's an ox cart stable here. There, right here. Boom. Does it take you up there? You're not at the end. Okay, gotcha. Yes, okay, I just wanted to make sure. I've actually never used that ox cart before. I think I did the quest that made it so that you can actually use the ox carts, I think. Fingers crossed. That's a thing. Lifeline says, have you tried Ghost of Taborvia? I have. Yeah. What do you call it? I have. I love it. It's great. It's great. It also is. It's so good. Lifeline. But man, it also we have a channel that's like made for if you actually are interested in VR content. I try to make the highest, like the best edited videos I can for our channel. It's called Mind Palace of Madness. It's linked in every description of every video and every stream we do. But it's just called VR channel in the description. But what do you call it? I played Ghost of Taborvia. Loved it. We're currently doing a little Bone Lab stuff because people just seem to really like it. And it really works. But yeah, I played Ghost of Taborvia. It was tons of fun. I really want to play the follow-up. It's called Shadow Point or something like that. It's like I think it's made by the same people who made Contractors, trying out Ghost of Taborvia. But it's those, and I'm like, damn, man, that looks so much fun. Please tell me. Please tell me I didn't fuck up. Talk to me.
This op can't let you on until you've
Good.
paid.
Thank God. I was going to say. One of these, bang. You have tried Ghost of Taborvia. Sleep. There we go. A totally understandable, bro. Thank you, a Lifeline. I recently. Oh God!
Everyone out for a
Let my magic
Do not use fire. Oh, it's a golem. This is a rough. This is a rough sell for me.
I am grateful. You can count upon me to return
This
the
might be
favor.
possible for me. The golems are rough.
Only defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
That explosion might break the cart.
Allow me, Master. This foe
Don't
shall
let that
fall
explosion
by
break
my
the cart.
hand.
Okay, thank God. Ooh, just disintegrated. Ooh. So, there's still so much of this. This is rough. We have a lot of magic damage, and this is going to be a real rough sell. It's like a champ. Thankfully, that typhoon is next level.
We must employ every tool and tactic at our disposal.
I understand.
Come on, that typhoon is amazing.
One of us is great.
Where are the pieces that have leaked? It's so annoying. Like, I need like just the right amount of damage, and even that's
The
not good.
simplest strategy with our foe most of all. Knock its feet out from under it and strike here it comes.
Just barely.
Battle demands all our strength. We must stand together. if we are to
Hey,
seize
golems,
victory.
cast the AoE spell you did. It went so well. Back.
Rally! Reinforcements have come to aid our foe.
Please. Golems are just ass.
Turn its
What a shitty boss. I think I'm dead. What a dog shit boss. I don't want to be that way, but damn, man. It's just dumb. Hella dumb. They're like, yeah, here's a boss that's basically immortal unless you hit the thing under his foot. Also, you can't open his foot up. He decides just randomly. What a dumb thing. Lifeline says, I recently got back into Let It Die and completely restarted and always came back to your guide. Thank you. That's awesome.
The most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
Where is... We head all the way back. Lame. Maybe now, though, we won't get attacked. That could be another roll of dice. Could be for the best. Especially if time is of the essence. Lock on to the right guy. Not him. Shut up.
This off
Him.
can't
Thank you.
let you on till you've paid.
Goodbye. Get on. This.
If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart
You are
might be
not
worth
at the ending
considering.
yet. Kill the bandit leader
It would allow
before
us to
he
save
gets
our strength.
there. You have the opportunity to get him a job. Yes. Question, did you do the... God damn it.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Ox cart is
We must
technically not
let
fast
down our
enough.
guard. Let my magic rod be elemental food.
Harpies. Oh, I hate this. Why is that even an option? It's like the worst significant thing. Like, just cut your charge time in half by 1,000,000.
You're going to regret that.
Here, asking for it.
Are we in the clear? I believe we are. Okay, good.
One might confidently
Sleep.
call that a resound.
I hope that's enough speed. I hope we're not like having a sprint. Like if I actually have to catch up to him, well, us sitting on an ox cart is kind of dumb. It's kind of like
It's a
what?
glad thing I came prepared.
But I think for
I
this
am
we could
grateful.
run.
You can count upon me
Shit.
to return the
This should make no sense. This is going to be the stupidest thing you've ever seen.
favor.
I am a beastman, actually, despite my hairless chest.
Oi! Keep out!
But I'm a beastman. Yeah. That guy was like, we'll allow it. I don't know if it makes sense, but we'll allow it. Dogman has arrived. Take off stupid helmet. Love that. If I gotta do this every time I do anything. Love it. Okay, now we just gotta make our way up to it's just a little jaunt. It's actually not that bad. It's the movement all the way up there.
A treasure chest.
2-piece.
Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
Did you do the quest for the shopkeeper in Balwick that wants 2 pieces of magic books? Also, did you do the quest for the brothel lady? There are 2 places that Hugo potentially had a job. I did not yet. I did not do any of those yet. Shit.
Should your pack grow over full, have no
What the
fear.
heck is she also? Also, there's a third. Do you know that? A Carthage. There's a third option. There's a quest that I have right now in my quest line. This little guy, him. I think he dies, and then you can send him over there where you can basically have a vendor back in that capital city. If you don't, if not, then he basically just have like no food person, which is shitty. But that's also another thing that you can do. Neat.
Battle is best avoided.
They be
here.
fighting. Oh, that was the shop. Oh, never mind. Okay, that was. I thought there's 3 in total, right? But no, I have not. I have not. I have the quest. Am I fucked Carthage if I'm like, oh, it's like, can I have some work? And I'm like, give me some time. I'll figure it out. And can I go back to him and be like, here's your job, buddy? I think there are only 2. Oh, I thought there was 3. I thought there was, he can work as like a landlord.
Power of
He
ice and
can
turn it
go and
against
work at
our
that
foes.
shop. And I thought there was a 3rd one. I thought it was like he can work as like a, I'm not sure if it's a knight or like something like that. I don't remember. But maybe you're right. Maybe it's just 2. I thought there was 3 though. For some reason my brain's saying 3. Probably wrong though. What a nice area, by the way. This is so scenic. Imagine getting a thumbnail here. Whew. Clean.
We've little need for a campsite at present.
Also, it was a pain in the ass to kill that dragon, man. If I didn't have the damn magic archer like delete button, which is just that, like, I don't know what it's called, like arrow rain or something, Ares storm, crazy. I've been this little quest in this little area. There's like an area that's like a loot chest. I'm not into it. I'm not into it. Nope. 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 Leave my missing heart alone, please. I think you get some time to get him a job. Okay, good. Whew. But it's still probably not locked. Probably like, hey, get to it. I think you get some time to get him a job, but I don't know how much because I
As a matter of
already
fact,
had done the shop here.
Who could have guessed that so many who were once arisen yet live? Their wisdom and powers
I mean,
are
worst case
hardly
scenario,
surprising
the kid
when
dies.
one considers
Unlucky.
that they
Very,
were once arisen.
very unlucky, but hey.
I wonder if they were possessed of steadfast wills of their own.
I miss your friendly, kind-hearted nature. All right. Excuse me. Hold that, please.
You defeated when their skull was
Can somebody touch my
smashed
back?
beyond repair.
Oh, okay, or that. No, okay, this is
Arisen,
bad.
You must regain your footing.
Ah, guys! Where is our shield maiden? I will kill you! Get in there! She's fucking doing parkour. I think they updated, like, Kind Heart, maybe. So where Kind Heart is much more, what do you call it? Yep, I don't know how to put it. But Kind Heart may be updated to be more of a shield maiden now. I don't know. Because it was very weird that fucking Calm was the best. There we go. Oh, is this the guy? Oh!
What fell from the beast as it breathed
Let
its
me
life?
fucking do anything! Guys, help! Jesus! It's really bad! That archer is kicking my ass. Thank God he's frozen. Okay, good, thanks. Shit. Did we kill him? Was he the guy? Was he the one that left him for dead?
Arrows would be
I
a
don't know.
glad find.
I don't think so.
If any among our numbers wielded a bow.
Also, I don't have fucking any
Shouldn't
lantern
our
oil.
assailants
Ah!
We have no means
Why are
of
you not
exploiting
focusing
our
on this
enemy's
goddamn
weakness.
tank? Tank, get in there! I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. Go, go, get. Yeah, I hit the arrow key, make it so that they're running after them. Ah, fire!
Well done.
Again. Put a fucking typhoon in the middle of this area. Love it.
I grant your
Good
weapon
stuff.
a magical boon.
Well, you see, sir, we're just petty bandits, and this guy who's a full-fledged god, arisen, whatever they're called, and he just started putting typhoons in our base, and we realized what the fuck happened. We made a lot of mistakes.
Over here, if you would.
Let me in. Let me in. Open up. Is he not in here? Nope, he's not in here. Is he above? Is he on the top of the tower?
Have you a different destination in mind, Master?
I don't know, man.
Very well.
I'm just.
I shall follow
oh my
your
god!
lead
Oh shit!
instead.
Those are huge.
There will be other opportunities.
Yep, I thought it was a fuck up.
For now, let us follow.
There we go. Magic shots make a world of difference. Is that it? Nope. There's one more bastard here. Where would he be? You'll know him when you see him. Got it. Have a massive keen or something? How will I? Ah! Ooh, they're so fast, human men. These are crazy. Hello. It is. She's finally doing the thing. She's doing tanky things. Good stuff. Shield Maiden, love you. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Is it up? Must be up. Must be higher up. There's a lot of golems up here. Not ogres. Not golems, sorry. Trolls, I think.
Efficiency at its best.
Maybe.
Let us aim for greater precision
Where
with our
are
next
you?
attempt.
You here? Yeah, you are. Do I come and talk to you?
Do you know who you're dealing with?
Hello, bitch.
Bugger off if you want to see the morrow.
Help! Help! Ah! Oh, God, fuck! Help! 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 Get in there! Go! Shoot! Fight! Fight! Go kill them! That son of a bitch! One of these. Money! Easy breezy.
Prudent best will prevent Sir Hugo from staining his hands.
Hugo just arrived.
You?
Hello, Hugo.
This your work, then?
It is. It was odd. Everyone died. It's weird.
I came to get my vengeance, only to find all those who could give it to me already dead.
His accent is brutal. Came here to get my vengeance. It just doesn't sound right.
Seems my entire life's a farce, and I'm the only one not laughing.
Alone says, Grin, the dragon wants you to challenge him. Well, I'm not into it. And if I'm not into it, that should make him not into it. If not, rapey. A little rapey.
I don't rightly know where to go from here. What am I to do now?
Uh-oh. Did I fuck up Carthage? Did you get other two options and I get live an honest life?
An honest life, huh? What a lark. This is the only life I've ever known. It's too late for me to change paths now. Oi. Listen, do you really think someone like me could live an honest life after all that's happened?
I do.
I've always wanted to try. Earning an honest living, I mean. But what could I do? Not sure as I've many skills, so...
Night, Carthage! Got it. Well, I'll do the quest to give him a job eventually.
And no one would want me working for him, would they?
But what if I give you a whole ass store? I know of a place that might.
You know of a place I could work?
Well...
What?
Never mind.
What? Are you toying with me? Piss off!
Let me get that.
Is the quest say, like, help him eventually? Quest. Offer him guidance. Offer Hugo guide. Okay, well, hopefully he chills here for a bit and doesn't just... It all breaks apart and this is pointless.
There's a ladder here.
We helped a kid not get out of poverty, and instead it just killed some bandit guys. Hopefully that's not the fucking ending. Well, gang, let's return to the screen, or the title screen. Oh, my body. My beard. Ladies and gentlemen, I guess I'll show you guys. This is my one little thing. I might have Fluff shows up at the stream tomorrow. I'm gonna be like, Fluff, could you go back and look at the stream yesterday, the very ending? Also, this might be a fun... Sorry. I said right thing. What do you call it? This might be interesting to you guys as well. Probably not, but maybe. So I'm making this fun video. I don't want it to be... That's kind of a spoiler. I'm going to spoil the shit out of it. Basically, it's a video about Warhammer, fun things. Basically, how... With Warhammer being so brutal, it makes sense that adding VR to that mix would just make it even better, because VR is just brutal in general. So, what if we mix the two... and see if we can basically create the Warhammer VR game that we've always wanted. So, this is my screen. This is the video I'm working on. Anyways, but basically, let's mute myself so you guys aren't hearing my dumbness. So, basically, the TLDR is right over here. I refer to this... Where is it? I refer to this thing as basically a space marine with a bolter. I don't know if... I know this one looks space marine. That one looks more space marine than normal. But the other one I think looks far cooler, and that's the one we're building off of because he's much bigger. Jesus Christ, a lot of violence. Yes. We also have fun weapons that we're going to like show off. That's a little pea shooter in the hands of a giant space marine, and that's just a beautiful bolter. And yeah, I just, throughout the entire thing, I talked about how this is a space marine, and I hope he is genuinely a space. I hope it's not like some sort of weird subculture of the Warhammer universe that people are going to be like, it's not actually a space marine, it's a fucking... And I'm like, God damn it, stop. Also, what is it called? Where is it? I don't know why, but this shot to me looked like the coolest thing. Where is it? Where is my goddamn thing? It's not this. Yeah, it's this. It's right here. This. Does this not look like one of just the coolest things ever? I don't know what it is about that shot. It just looks real awesome. I don't know why. It's something about the mirror and like you're fucking this giant armor-clad warrior and you're just like, what's up, my guy? I don't know what it is. Chaos Space Marine. Okay, Fluff is here. Chaos Space Marine. Okay, good. So it is considered Chaos Space Marine. Good. Okay. We good. All right, good. So I didn't fuck up too badly. It is consensus something. It's near the thing. It's close. Also, what do you call it? There's the reason for this whole video existing is because of one little thing. This. What do people want from VR, Space Marine, all that stuff? This is me referring to basically that there was a VR Warhammer game. Apparently, it's not very good. People said that to me a while ago. But this right here. Is what to me I think people want from an actual like Warhammer game. They want to play a fucking Space Marine that is unstoppable, that you just hear. Let me actually do this. Something like this. All right, cringe voice. That's what you want. This. Boom, 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 boom. clean. Non-stop carnage, weight, power, and a boulder. Me. Anyways, but yes, that is. We're good. We're in the clear. We're in the clear. I might be a dickhead and show you guys some cool monolithic domes in Saturday stream, which I know you guys don't want to see, but I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna force you to get this useless knowledge in your brain. But then also thank you, Carth. Thank you, Fluff. Sorry, and Carthage. Carthage helped so much in this stream. Appreciate you. Lone says, also, I haven't made a comment about Grinn's headset, so here it is. Look at that man. He's a pro gamer. Stop it. I hate it. I hate it so much. Actually, I really don't like having this here. I think it would look significantly less bad if I just did this. It looks like just headphones. It looks like just little cozy headphones. But with this, it just turns it into pro COD gamer kind of thing. And I can't not have this here because I can't hear myself when I speak. We might try to do a stream. I'm going to be yelling at you guys. Just to be fully honest, I'm going to be screaming at you because I can't hear myself. This cancels out some sound, enough to be so where I'm going to start having strokey speaks because I can't actually hear what I'm saying and making sure I enunciate enough because I talk quickly. And if I it gets bad. Alone says, I don't know why, Grin. I thought you said bolter. A bolter. Also, I don't know what this is, but it's a giant a bolter thing. Is it this? Yes, it's like a giant one-arm bolter. Let's see. Can I show you guys? There, boom. This, I don't know if this is from the same game. I think I might have fucked up on this one. I think this one is called the Ultra Kill. I don't know if that's from another Warhammer game. I'm hoping it is. Fluff says, technically correct, just the chaos-aligned faction. Got it. Got it. Okay. Got it. I mean, it kind of makes sense for the video it made about violence and brutality. Ladies and gentlemen, hopefully I can see you once again. Before I leave you, there is one shot. I just will never have a chance to talk to you about inside baseball stuff like this. So, wait, I think it was here. There is one shot that I thought was so creepy that I have in the beginning part here. Is it this? Yeah, it's this right here. That's terrifying. Isn't that terrifying? And then you turn the corner, and there's just a series of grudges. Like The Ring. I cut it, because I'm like, this is not a horror video, actually. But ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoy the rest of your day. There is a video coming out. There's a video already out, actually. It's about Chainsaw Man. So if you're into the anime, you want to see some cool things, that's a video on the My Pals Matters channel. And I think I should be able to get this video up to you guys before next week. So you'll get hopefully 2 videos this week to make up for no videos last week. Forgive me. And yes, we should be good after that. Ladies and gentlemen, I love you to bits. Hopefully I can see you once again. This is a fantastic stream. I love spending time with you guys, and I cannot wait to spend time with you guys tomorrow doing some BR craziness. And yes, trying to play that border bot game and actually become good at it because it's quite fun, and I want to show you guys more of it. Love you to bits, and goodbye, my friends. Oh, I got a bubble in my chest the whole time.